KO debate series. We lit tonight. Y'all come through, man. Y'all know how we gonna show up and show out. See y'all all in the building.
What y'all thought? Your boy wasn't gonna show up? Nah, I'm here. Work was just busy, man. That's why we got all our videos shot, but they gonna be dropping after the show. You know your boy got y'all, bro. Y'all know your boy got y'all, man. It's your boy KO. It's your boy Knockout. It's your boy KO 86. It's your boy Knockout Boxing. Knockout Boxing 86. Whatever you want, call me. I'm here. I'm live. We back. We turn. Smash that like button. We ain't got no open panel going on right now. What is that? I don't want to get that shit off of there. All right, there we go. We ain't got no open panel right now. We got a lot of shit to talk about though. Shout out to Todd Draper with that 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. She say, let's get it. Oh, we gonna work today. And we're gonna do the reaction a little different today. I think this is something that y'all will like when we get to the main topic of the show, which is Lamont Roach's interview with SOG Andre Ward. So smash that like button. Put your seatbelt in when you hop in my car, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you floss when you brush your teeth. Tie your shoes when you put them on your feet. What I'm saying is when you come in here, hit the damn like button. Oh, yeah. And donate to the channel. Hit that super chat. Y'all see it right there. Hit that Cash App, $ Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And please, 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 do your boy a favor. Do your boy a favor. Join the channel as a member. We working over here. We going undefeated with our picks. We picking fights right every damn week. Y'all know how we doing over here. We working. Let me see who we got in the building. We got over 100 people in the building. We got over 100 people in the building. So make sure we get the likes where they need to be so I can get straight to the cooking. Shout out to my dog, Kevin King. 2-piece. 2 of them things. 2-piece. No biscuit. In that super chat. Say KO salute, King. Ready for the cook. We working. We got all things in the building. Unc Dre's Finest. What's up? Kevin House. Zach in the building. Million Films. OG. Walk on Water. My dog, Tony T. Deep in it. What up? Windy City Assassin. What's good? Opulent LD. Javon. What's up? Terrence Gayton. What up? Mr. Make'em 6. J Main. Todd Drakeford. Barbara D. My dog. Dundrick them. Texas. DT 20. What's up with it, man? Chris. J Ketchup. Big Braille. Joseph Jackson. Luke. The Don. What's up with it, Luke the Don? Everything Healthy. Kevin House. Brashley McClendon. DC Dre. Kentrail, the Groovon, and Wise. No, I had to I'm not late. I planned to do the show at 8 o'clock today because I knew work was gonna be bagged up, and I had to get my videos done for y'all too. So if y'all paying attention to the channel, all the videos today are uploading at 10:35 p.m., 11 p.m., and 11:30 p.m. So y'all be sure to watch those when you get out of this show, because we working over here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV like no other. We got Cash Crypto in the building, paid in full. What's up with it? Shout out to my dog Kevin King again. What's up? B Moore's finest in the building. What's up with it, man? Big Block, what's happening with you? Salute, salute, salute. Z in the building. TY, 007, what's happening with you? Not me, what's up, man? KO, did you cool on Bakadir Jala Live? I think he had an off night in the office. No, not quite yet. I still like the way he moved. He got a good solid boxing foundation. Then he's gonna be in here with a crop of heavyweights that I honestly don't think are that good, bro. You gotta understand, like by the time he get there, dude's gonna be old if they still in it, and this batch of heavyweights ain't good. Who gonna beat them? See, if we in the 90s, then now you and I can have a conversation. He ain't really shit for me, right? But when you think about guys like Jared Big Baby Anderson, right? You think about guys like Richard Torres. His only competition that I can see right now is gonna be like a Daniel Dubois, Joe George 40 getting beat up on. You know what I mean? Bakadir gonna have Daniel Dubois problems. Now, coming right behind him, if they can move Moises or Trauma fast enough, that boy a problem. That boy a problem. But Bakadir can still be heavyweight champ. He can still deal with a lot of the heavyweights that he's gonna be fighting in his era, because quite frankly, they just ain't that good, bro. The best one is like an 18, 19-year-old Moises or Trauma. The rest of them is probably food for Bakadir, to be honest with you. 314 Brim, what up? Big Block, what's good with you, brother? Huey Q, WTF Media, Hardcore Casual, Supreme Cam, Big Fred, Intellect 813, what's up with it, bro? D Ski, what up? We got King of Kings in the building. What's happening with you? My sister Quee's in the building. What's up? We got Kendra in the building. We got Joseph Johnson coming through with that two-piece, two of them things. No biscuit. In that super chat, said absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that. VA Bella Abuse, what up? Jonathan Sims, what's good with you? Jace, what's up, Jace? Salute, bro. Boxing and Barbecue. What up, Boxing and Barbecue? Salute. TJ Donald, what's good with you? All right, man. Look, I'm ready to get to 143 people. Where we at on the likes, man? And salute to all y'all. Everybody hate watching. Everybody watching with love. Everybody watching with support. Everybody watching to try to figure out what the hell I think so you can go make some content about it and shit, man. Salute to all y'all. Just hit my like button up. Even the ones watching in the shadows, man. Kevin say we had 75 likes. I need 25 more before I can get started. Let me pour this water. Pour some water in this old Stanley cup here, man. Gotta stay hydrated. Shout out to my dog. Here you go. Shout out to my dog Emmanuel Carter, 5-piece. No biscuit in that super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you, Emmanuel, my dog. Appreciate you. Ohio in the building. We see Cassandra. What's up? Ohio in the building. Real quick, I did a short on it. Abdullah Mason's looking for a new opponent because Gervonta Cabrera has informed Abdullah Mason's team that they will not be ready in time to go ahead and run that with Abdullah Mason. So that fight keeps getting pushed back. If Gervonta Cabrera ever grows some nuts, that fight will happen. In the meantime, the matchmakers, Top Rank, they are looking for another fight for Abdullah Mason to fight very, very soon. Trying to get him back on that June 7th card that just got announced with Keyshawn Davis, which we'll be talking about soon, or he's going to be on their July card. But he's definitely going to be back this summer. It will not be against Gervonta Cabrera, as previously reported by me, because Gervonta Cabrera a hoe out here. Just a FYI for y'all, in case y'all didn't watch the shorts. Y'all got to watch the shorts, man. Got to watch the shorts, man. Watch all the content. Brother Huey Q, what up? Watch all the content. Donald Favors, what's good, bro? 93, we just need Victor. I see you, Victor. I see you. What's up, man? Got to watch all the content, man. We be dropping gems, jewels, diamonds, rubies, sapphires, whatever jewel you like, we dropping them. Million Film says Tank getting coached by Coach Mustafa is very concerning to me. Like, why don't you go back home, man? Shaking my head. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. Yep. He took the fight, so he did not duck. As of this morning, looked like he was ducking. But I said, if you guys go back to the short I shot this morning, now that you know what the offer really is, why don't you just take it? And Edwin took that shit. So you got to give that man credit. Taking on Keyshawn Davis in his hometown. Got to give him credit for that, bro. Got to give him credit for that. Much respect to him. We're going to talk about that in this video because I think two things can be true. I think Edwin is a dog, and I do think Keyshawn Davis is trying to cherry pick Edwin De Los Santos in one of the most strategic cherry picks that you can do. And I'm going to tell you about it. Don't worry. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. The logic is always sound. Are we at 100? Are we at 100? We are at 105. Let's get this camera turned on. Let's get this camera turned on and let's get to work. Ladies and gentlemen, what movie is that from? Get back to work. Ladies and gentlemen, who can guess the movie? Desmond Johnson, what up? Who can guess that movie? Ty, what up? Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin be watching the movie. Yeah. Quick. Kevin King, Kevin Housing. Yeah. Boy, Luther was a fool, man. That ain't right, Luther. Yeah. Cleo, yeah, facts. What's up, Mr. Blue? Brother Huey Q, Lee J. Yeah, we got some knowledgeable people in this chat. Salute to y'all, man. We got a lot of 80s babies and some 70s babies in here, man. Don't age yourself, man. Maybe some of y'all early 90s too might know that and shit, man. Maybe y'all might, but it sounds like we might got a lot of 80s babies in this thing, man. Luther's janitorial, man. Trying to tell you. All right, let's get to it, bro. First topic of the day. I read an article, man. TKO Boxing has been confirmed to have a desire to give out its own belts, and I put own O-N instead of own O-W-N. That was dumb. Yeah, that was a moment. Let's save that. Let's get that right. There we go. TKO Boxing confirms that they have the desire to give out their own belts and have their own ranking system. Just what boxing needs, right? More belts. Just what boxing called for. More belts. More ranking systems. That's exactly what we need. Boy, Turkey is saving the sport of boxing, bringing in Dana White to lowball fighters, pay them less than they worth, and bring up new belts. A fifth belt in a weight class and have his own ranking systems. I mean, it's obvious why this shit is stupid. It's obvious why don't nobody, you feel me? Or ain't nobody should like this shit. But you're going to have the turkey gobblers, the knob gobblers, the people that love the foreign, who is Turkey a la sheep. They're going to tell you, 10, what up? They're going to tell you that Turkey is still the man. He's still great for the sport. He's still this. He's still that. But you can go to multiple live streams of these people, multiple videos of these people where they don't want more belts. They're supposed to be one belt. They don't like the ranking system. They're supposed to be one ranking system. The rankings are paid and bought for. They hate the WBC rankings. They hate the WBO rankings. They hate the WBA rankings, the IBF rankings. They hate them all. They hate them all. Here's the problem. That organization is still going to act like the same organization before that you hate so much. Those rankings are going to be in what's the best interest of the company, not necessarily who the best fighters are. Those belts are going to be based on, and title fights are going to be based on what's in the best interest of TKO Boxing as a company, not what's in the best interest of the fighters. So if you got two fighters that might be on equal playing field, one might be better than the other, but if the other one has a huge fan base, if the other one can bring tickets in, if they have a better name, that person will get more opportunities, just like every other organization before it, just like every other company before it. TKO Promotions is no different than the promoters that you claim to hate. If you hate Premier Boxing Champions, you need to explain to me why you love TKO Boxing. If you hate Matchroom, if you hate Golden Boy, if you hate Top Rank, I need to know why you don't got anything against TKO Boxing and what they're trying to do. They're at least Premier Boxing Champions and these other promoters pay fighters more money. At least the fighters get more money. At least they're showing that they are going to work together and have been working together, whether you like the frequency of how much they work together or not. They work together. They work together, right? TKO Boxing is openly saying we don't want to work together. Furthermore, in the same article that I'm referring to on this topic, they're talking about trying to circumvent and trying to change and make an amendment to the Muhammad Ali Act. Something that was put in place that was supposed to protect fighters. They want to amend it for their own benefit. And you know, Dana White has some political power because of who he's friends with. So let's count the ways as to why, as a boxing fan, why as a boxer, why as anybody who loves combat sports and loves the game of boxing, let's count the ways why you should hate this TKO boxing shit and why you should come to the KO side, come to the side where the takes age like fine wine, come to the side where the takes get better and better and more accurate the further that we go along. Because A, they want to lowball fighters and pay them $750,000 for high-profile fights. That's number one. Number two, they introducing a brand new ranking system that's going to be at the behest of the company, meaning Dana White, whoever he thinks should be ranked in a certain position, that's where the fuck they're going to be ranked. Number three is introducing a whole nother belt that we don't need. And then number four, they trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act that was literally put in place to protect fighters against promoters and against commissions and collusion and keeping them from opportunities and keeping them from money that they deserve. If it was a dude named who rhymed with Schmal Schmayman or Pal Payman or Foul Fayman or Schmal Schmayman or Cal Cayman, if he was doing some shit like this, trying to start up some shit like this, and this was his plan, y'all would be cooking the living shit out of him. Some of you, if it was by a dude that name rhyme with Schmab Schmayrum or Cobb Kayrum or Snob Snayrum or Lob Layrum, and he tried some bullshit like this, y'all would go and fucking criticize the shit out of him. But for some reason, the dude with the head wrap on his head, the dude, the white meat, the turkey leg, turkey wing, turkey breast, when he doing the shit, y'all seem to just turn a blind eye to this shit. I still ain't seen nobody talk about how this nigga is blocking fights that love him so much. Like, you know, we want the trilogy. Nigga, no, you don't. You know how I know you don't want the trilogy? You know how I know you don't want the trilogy? Because the card of the century, only 45,000 people bought that shit. I got 226 people in here. Please. One of you turkey lovers, there go the link, bro. Show me that y'all bought that fight, bro. Just one turkey lover, one turkey knob gobbler, one turkey wrap, turkey sandwich, turkey bacon lettuce, turkey whatever, bro. Just one of you. Can one of you please just hit that link and show me that you were one of the 45,000 people here in America that bought that goddamn fight? Just give me one, bro. This nigga is creating a new ranking system. This nigga is making new belts. He's trying to lower fighter pay. He's blocking fights because of his feelings, because of his emotions. When Al Heyman and Bob Arum slow to make a fight, we criticize the fuck out of them. When they slow to make a fight because they can't control it, we criticize the shit out of them. Right? But when Turkey like, no, I'm just not interested in that shit no more. Fuck that. I don't want to make that shit. David Benavidez didn't want to fight in Saudi Arabia. He wants to fight in America. David Benavidez didn't want to go on the undercard, so I'm no longer interested in that fight. Fuck it. When he doing shit like that, y'all cool on it. Y'all get quiet. This motherfucker don't work. It's the card of the century. That link don't work. Fucking link is that link bullshitting? I know. Somebody can show me they bought that card. Not the people that's critical of turkey. I need a turkey glazer, a turkey knob gobbler, a turkey alashiki defender lover extraordinaire that been arguing with me about turkey for the past year and a half. I know you niggas watching. I know you got a channel probably watching me, bro. I know you got content creators watching me right now. Just one person, bro. One nigga. Man, is this shit not working? How many times I gotta put trying to put shit. I guess I'll just move the fuck on. Let me catch this super chat. Y'all get the point? See, here's the thing, bro. This is why people don't like your boy KO. This is why they get mad at me, bro. Because I be so accurate and so right. I just had somebody who I will not name, bro. Just hit me up. I'll read this shit to you. Somebody with some deep connections, right? Just told me. Just hit me up. Say, you must have some connections because people are talking about your knowledge and getting quotes directly from you. And this is somebody with deep connections in the sport of boxing. Trust me. And look, I'm willing to prove, bro. God damn it. Just one person that loved turkey that bought the fight. Just show me a receipt. Show me you can watch it back on the DAZN app. Show me you bought it on pay-per-view.com. Shit, can you just show me that you got a DAZN subscription? Bro, just show me that your DAZN subscription was active at the time of the fight. Niggas telling me, man, I love turkey so much. I don't buy nothing but turkey bacon. Fuck a real burger, nigga. Turkey burgers is where it's at. Y'all trash, bro. Shout out to TJ Dunham with the 3-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. My dog dropped the super sticker. I appreciate you, TJ. These boys be cooked out here, man. Left 2-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. He said, absolutely nothing. Just showing love to the channel. I appreciate you. Gotta spam my own shit. Ain't nobody hit a link to show me they bought that shit not one time. Y'all garbage, bro. Miss me with the turkey defense, bro. Anytime somebody try to defend turkey, I'm just gonna come back to this live right here and be like, nigga, no, you don't like turkey for real. Now, Boots Ennis. Let's move on to Boots for a second, y'all. I'm done with turkey a la sheet. Boots Ennis got a fight on his hands. I'm not saying Stanley is gonna beat him. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying when you miss the birth of your child, as a father that's actually gonna be there and want to be there for your child, like I believe Stanley is still with the mother of his child. I believe he wants to be a good father. He's gonna be in this child's life. When you missing births of children to fight a motherfucker, when you like, yeah, I don't want this beautiful moment that I might only get one time, 2 times, 3 times if I'm lucky. You know what I mean? I don't want this moment, nigga. I want to go fight. That's somebody you gonna have to beat the fuck up. Now I ain't saying Boots ain't got the tools to do it. I ain't saying he ain't got the ability to do it. I'm just saying he gonna fight. He gonna fight Tim Carey, not Jim Carey. 2-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. He say salute, bro. So, like, if you don't know nothing else about this fight, I need you to understand something. Any man, I ain't talking about these little boys out here that don't take care of their kids, bro. And if this shit, what I'm about to say, hit you, then it hit you, because there's too many non-men out here. There's some straight hoes out here. I'm not talking about you bitch niggas out here that don't take care of your kids, right? That's not in their lives. That think child support is enough, or shit, you even dodging child support. I'm talking like you niggas, bro. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about those of us that are in our children's lives and ain't gonna see it no other way, ain't gonna go no other way, ain't gonna do nothing else but make sure they there for them. If you don't do nothing else, you're gonna be there for them. I'm talking to them type of people. For you to miss the birth of your child, bro, to go fight a motherfucker, like yo, and he said it too. He was like, I'm doing this. I'm not gonna be there for that, but I'm trying to make sure she have great, great days ahead, or we gonna have even better days or some shit. I say, yo, this nigga coming to fight, and he fight that way anyway. Tight high guard, nice strong power jab, catch and shoot game. Not a whole lot of footwork, not a whole lot of herky jerky shit. He coming to fight you anyway with a tight ass high guard. Underrated counter punching ability, underrated timing with a nice stiff power job, and that boy can take a beating. Boy, that boy, he fought Butayev. That boy whole pigment changed, bro. I'm talking about that boy went from a white boy from Lithuania to a pig out in Arkansas. That boy turned pink out that bitch, boy. He won the fight clearly, but Butayev had that boy looking like a whole motherfucking peach. That boy went from looking like a white wall to a peach. He would get hit on so much. So he fight like that anyway. You're gonna have to turn that boy. You're gonna have to really beat his ass up to get him the fuck up out of there, boot. So for those of y'all thinking that, I seen some people saying Boots in 4. I seen niggas saying Boots before 6 or whatever, man. Boots gonna have to stop this dude late if he gonna stop him. Or he might just have to beat him up and outbox him for 12 straight rounds and be happy getting a decision against a motherfucker that's just not gonna go away. Texas 16 South makes a great point about his inactivity. You ain't lying, but anybody think he coming to lay down 2 Cents Boxing in the building? What's up? Y'all go subscribe to 2 Cents Boxing. She doing a thing over there. Live streams, dropping videos, thought-provoking content. Y'all go check it out. But yeah, Boots Ennis got a fight on his hands. I can't wait till this weekend. Watching Boots Ennis go and Standing Owners both go for unification. They getting busy. Not me say he got Standing Owners for the W. D-Town Funk say he got standing for the W. Standing Owners got people picking them or whatever. They believe your ass is overrated, Boots. They believe you ain't what you say you is. They say they don't believe the hype. Shit. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. That's what Kendrick Lamar said. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, if you're one of 263 people and you are new here, subscribe to the channel and run those likes up. Where are we at on the likes? Let's get a like check going right quick before we get to the next part. JD is here. I ain't see JD, but salute to my dog, JD. Oh, 203 JD. Yeah, what up, 203 JD? Yeah. We old school. What's up, OG? I see you. 160. Can we get to 200 right quick? I'm trying to get to the next topic, but I got to get to 200, bro. It's damn near 300 people in here. Why we can't have 200 likes, man? Rozilla said it best. H-Town in this bit. H-Town said it best, bro. H-Town say we need to get 200, so we got to get 200. We got George Gordon. What's up, George? George, hit that like button, George. George, did you hit the like button, George? Hit the like button. Followers say always bet on black. So Boots in 6. I'm cool with that. Can you hit that like button, though? If you haven't already, bro. George said yes. Appreciate you, George. When we get to 200, man, I'm ready to rock. I got plenty more topics. We gonna do the live reaction different today. I think y'all will like it. Writer's Block, what up? I think y'all like what we do today with the live reaction to the Lamont Roach interview when we get to that part. What up, Brian King B Falcon? What up, bro? We just doing a like check, Brian. You hit that like button, bro? 178. We need 22 people hit that like button. Kyle McFly, what up? Rock Bottom, what up? Y'all hit that like button now. We doing a like check right quick. We got to get the 200. We got like 300 in here. We got to get the 2. We got to get the 200. Then I'm back at it. I got plenty more topics. I got plenty more topics before we get to this live reaction. We cooking today, bro. We cooking today. I just need, I need what I need. I understand everybody can't hit that super chat, which I need those too. So donate in that super chat, hit that cash out. We really trying to grow and work and hustle this thing, man. Giving y'all fire content, staying consistent or whatever. Yes, we need super chats every live stream. Yes, I need y'all support, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But you gotta at least do what's free. Comic Fly always. You gotta do what's free. At least you gotta hit the like button. If you can't donate to the channel, you gotta hit the like button, man. Kendra Scott say she is tired of Lamont Roach going on his I Gotta Draw with Tank Davis tour. It's a little different though. I done already watched it, and I'm not gonna be playing the interview while I'm reacting to it. We're gonna do something different though. It's gonna be very interactive, Marcy. I got y'all, I promise. Shout out to my dog, All Things, 2-piece, no biscuit and super chat. But then if y'all don't like it, I'll change it. We'll revamp it and we'll go back to doing it, the other way. But I wanna give this a shot. I think it's a good idea. All Things with the 2-piece, no biscuit and super chat. Say, see you, fire. I see you too, bro. What's up? Frequent, what's good, bro? 193. We just need 7 people. Frequent flyer. Hit that goddamn like button. Frequent had his antennas up because my next topic is about Devin Haney. That nigga knew he came in that motherfucker. He like, this nigga about to talk about Devin. This nigga trying to talk about Devin. Trying to talk about Devin. I gotta pull up. 197, just 3 more. Just 3 more, and we ready to go. 9 people left. I ain't hit no goddamn like button. I ain't hit no damn like button for that nigga. All right, buy then, shit. I need my likes. I need my likes. I don't know. I ain't seen Boxing Hacker. 200. All right, bet. Let's move on. So, have Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson been set up to lose by boxing? Yes. 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 100%. 1,000%. Yes. Boxing is a dirty game. Let me tell you, young fighter, something, bro. That free agency shit sound good. Being independent and going from promoter to promoter, give me the big fights I want, that shit sound good. You better bring in a shit ton of revenue so they don't give a fuck about working with you short term, or you better be so fucking good that you can't be put in a position to get robbed because you beat everybody so fucking clearly, bro. That's it. Those are it, young fighters. If you want to go off of your own, if you want to go off on your own, you want to do your own thing, you want your own promotional company, you want to move like Floyd Mayweather. Niggas need to understand Floyd Mayweather was able to move like that because, number one, he brought in so much money for the sport of boxing. And number two, the nigga was so good. You couldn't rob Floyd. He was beating dudes too easy. Like, Bob knew Floyd was leaving when he fought Oscar. But shit, he couldn't rob him because he beat him so clear. It's like, Oscar, could you win a round? Could you win more than 2 rounds so I can rob this nigga? Like, I can't rob him. They was rubbing their hands together like Birdman when he was fighting Canelo. They was like, this nigga's beating Canelo too fucking clear. Too clear, too clean. We can't rob him. We're going to try to score the draw, though. Bruh, there been plenty of times Floyd went into a situation where they was trying to rob that nigga. He was just too good. It is what it is. Now, in the case of Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they being set up, bro. They being set up. Turkey, Golden Boy, man, they not on Devin's side, bro. They got this nigga on a Cinco de Mayo card full of Latinos, bro. He the only black person on the card. And of all the people that's fighting, like, or of him and Ryan, he the one fighting the former unified champion. Even though Jose Ramirez is washed now, and he coming off of a loss and shit to get against Arnold Barboza Jr., he's still a better fighter than Rolando Rolly Romero, bro. Not me with the two-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Lost me there. De La Hoya versus Floyd was one, bro. One what? You got to give me more context. Savage Killer Queen, what's up? So, Devin already being set up right side. What's good, bro? Tank Davis down there in Georgia. Georgia. We're going to talk about it later, though. DP, are you with me? Oh, yeah. Oh, it was close. Nah, that fight wasn't close. That fight was not close, bro. That fight was not close at all. I don't think so. But that's not even the big topic. But we can just disagree on historic fights. It's fine. Whatever. The main point is he was too good for people to rob him. Now, Josh Sanders was good, dog. In the case of Shakur Stevenson, the play is so clear. And I got another Shakur topic later in the show that we'll talk about. But, dog, they got this man set up to get lowballed, set up to go to purse bid, set up to let Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions win the purse bid so they can put the fight where they want, make the ring size where they want, get them pissed off and shit. They got him set up in a position where he gonna have to really keep his fucking cool. And really, at the same time, keeping his cool, he gonna have to really watch this 90 punch per round, 100 punch per round, throwing motherfucker. I'm telling y'all right now, bro, the way this shit looking with Turkey and how Shakur went at Turkey and how Eddie Hearn not taking up for that nigga, how Jay Prince ain't taking up for that nigga talking about Turkey. Jay Prince too busy talking about Tank. Let's fight for the hood. I want to manage you, Tank. Tank, make the Shakur fight for the hood because I want to manage you one day, Tank. He trying to manage Tank. He trying to manage Tank and shit. Eddie Hearn out this bitch like Eddie Hearn all of a sudden lost all his social media accounts. He didn't see nothing that's going on with Shakur and motherfucking Turkey. He'll do an interview in a minute. You know, Shakur is the greatest fighter in the world. He is willing to fight Tank Davis on negative 1 day notice. He will fight Tank Davis in Baltimore, Maryland on the street. He will fight Gervonta Tank Davis in 2-ounce gloves. He will do it all because that's how great Shakur Stevenson is. Shakur Stevenson like, Eddie, Turkey trying to lowball me. Eddie like, shit, shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. He letting Shakur try to negotiate on his own. Shakur like, Oscar, please negotiate. When is Eddie gonna come out and be like, I'll make this fight, nigga, match room, nigga. I'll make this fight, match room. Hell, is Eddie gonna make shit? This is what I want to know, bro. This is what I want to know. And this is how I know it's a setup, bro. Do y'all understand Shakur Stevenson might make history, bro? And it's the wrong kind of history. Remember, I talked to Devin Haney fans about Devin making the wrong type of history, being the first nigga to sue another boxer for battery and unjust enrichment and shit like that. Like, suing a nigga is weak in the sport of boxing. You just go get that shit back in the ring. We talk about him making that type of history because no fighter's ever done no shit like that, right? So, Shakur Stevenson and his team, because of their stupid-ass move, in all likelihood, I need y'all to really listen to what I'm saying, bro. In all likelihood, they about to make the wrong type of history too, bro. That's not good history. Y'all want to know what that history is? If you want to know what historical thing they are on the cusp of doing, go ask Devin Haney how it's wrong because he dropped the lawsuit, Joseph. We not on that. I'm not finna go back and forth with you about some shit that 99.99999% of people in boxing disagree with you on. I said Devin sued another fighter. Devin sued another fighter for battery. That has never been done. Devin sued another fighter for unjust enrichment. That has never been done. Nah, DP, that's close though. That's close though. This is crazy. Like, really think about this, bro. Think about this shit. Shakur Stevenson, if this shit goes to purse bid and Matchroom isn't the one, if Matchroom isn't the one to put on this fight for Shakur Stevenson and Williams and Pater, which is in all likelihood about to happen. Shakur Stevenson, to my knowledge, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, he is going to be the first fighter of his caliber, of his ilk, to sign to a promoter, complete his contract with that promoter, and the promoter never put on a fight for him. He is on the cusp of completing his deal with Eddie Hearn and never being on a Matchroom card. Who else has done that? You sign to a promoter and they won't even invest in you and put you on one of their own cards. They throwing you on cards in Saudi Arabia, cards. Bruh, nah, bro. Like, that is not the type of history you want to be making out here in these streets, Shakur Stevenson fans. Can somebody name somebody else, bro? That's not the type. Like, you don't want to make such a bad move that you become the first nigga to sign to a nigga and never fight on one of his cards, bro. If Golden Boy wins this, if Golden Boy wins the goddamn purse bid and this shit go to purse bid, or he negotiating directly with Oscar and it's a Golden Boy event, this nigga will be the first nigga I've ever seen to sign to a promoter and they won't even invest in this nigga, bro. You know how crazy that is? Eddie Hearn just treats Shakur Stevenson like a lick. Look, I'm going to sign him and I'm going to throw him to you, Turkey, and I'm just going to make my promotional fee off of you. I ain't investing no money in that nigga. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the 5-piece in the Super Chat. Salute Knockout Boxing and the Diabolical Tank of Maniacs, and special salute to the best prospect since Ali and almost had upset of the year, Hair Grease. You should change your name from Big Dog Willie to Butt Play. God damn. Personal. That's tough. Mag 7 Life. I got that as one of the topics. We're gonna talk. So yeah, Shakur Stevenson fans and Devin Haney fans, I hope that your fighters are who you say they are, because you may not think about it. We could get to 2026 and both of them could have L's on their record, stock dropped even more, and it'll be bad. And they are in some diabolical, crazy, nasty positions. Y'all be careful with Jay Prince, bro. Jay Prince, like, look, I'm going to send him over there wherever the fuck I think he can get a high guarantee because I want my money. And now, as a result, Shakur Stevenson is over this bitch trying to negotiate with a nigga that that's trying to screw him over. He is trying to, bro, Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy and them, bro, they are trying to set this nigga up the same way they tried to set Devin up for Ryan, bro. They lining Shakur up to get robbed, bro. I wouldn't be shocked if they don't win that goddamn purse bid with the minimum purse bid. Minimum, nigga. And put that nigga in a position to where he might turn that shit down because he just can't fathom making $250,000 for a fight. So if you think that shit ain't going to be bad, I think that shit going to be all bad, which leads me to this. Who will blink first? Meaning, who's the one that's going to pull out? Who's the one that's going to be the one that's going to blink and not go through with the negotiations, not go through with the purse bid and shit, bro? I think it's Shakur Stevenson because he the one that care about money. That's the thing about Zepeda. No star power, having ass, you know what I'm saying? Mexican fighter, not trying to be the face of boxing, not trying to be on pay-per-view, not demanding these high paydays and shit. He just chilling. He ain't worried about the purse bid. Shakur is. He ain't worried about the negotiations. Shakur is. He was good with the turkey offer. Oscar and them already telling them to play. Nigga, look, we gonna win this shit. We already know Eddie ain't bidding on that shit. Eddie ain't gonna go against Turkey. If Turkey say Eddie, let Oscar win that shit. Or if Turkey say Eddie, I'm bidding on that shit. Don't you bid nothing. Oscar, I'm bidding on that shit. Don't you bid nothing. Y'all need to like niggas need to wake up. Big Dog Willie, wake the fuck up, bro, and realize what position this nigga's in, bro. Wake up, bro. This nigga's in a position where they can just they can literally be like, nigga, we can negotiate and shit, but nigga, this is what we can pay. Oscar don't got more money than motherfucking Turkey. We can talk that Turkey shit all we want to, but Oscar is fighting on motherfucking Thursdays with Golden Boy. He about to have Gabriella Fundora fighting and shit, and she like one of the biggest names, one of the biggest stars on his shit. But his fights be on Thursday. You don't even be knowing the Golden Boy card is going down. That Oscar so cooked out here, that boy had a Mexican Cinco de Mayo Mexican Day card in Saudi Arabia. Mexican Day card full of Mexicans in Saudi Arabia. He couldn't even fund that shit himself. He had to get Turkey to fund that shit. They're not going against Turkey on behalf of Shakur. So the purse bid gonna be whatever they want it to be. And they lining that boy up, man. Turkey done line their pockets with millions and shit. They not going against somebody that's made them money for a nigga that costs money. Turkey done fed millions of dollars into their pockets. Shakur Stevenson cost you millions of dollars. Nigga, they gonna show loyalty to Turkey. They already showed you that with Bivol. Hey, Oscar, it's Turkey. Hey, nigga, you know I'm paying motherfucking Jose Ramirez on this Fatal Fury card. Nigga, I'm paying Honor Barboza on this Fatal Fury card, nigga. I did the Mexican Day card for you, nigga. Don't you bid more than this on that shit. Straight up. Eddie, listen, nigga. This Turkey. Don't you bid on that fucking fight, bro. I got Bivol all these big ass paydays and shit. Okay, nigga, I gave Anthony Joshua stupid amounts of money, nigga, to fight Francis Ngannou. We both knew he was gonna knock Francis the fuck out, nigga. You made money off of that shit, and I gave you the money for the rematch for Anthony Joshua and motherfucking Andy Ruiz, nigga. I was giving you money before any niggas even knew I was giving out money, nigga. Don't you fuck me over and bid on that fight, nigga, or I will cancel the Better Be Bivol card, nigga. You know what it is now. Do what I say. Man, them niggas ain't going against Turkey for that nigga, man. That boy between the rock and the hard place. Look at these niggas. How many times I gotta be right, bro? Yeah, they opinions. Yeah, they assumptions. They the best opinions and best assumptions in the game. Name one nigga that got a channel that's not making assumptions and opinions. Then after you do that, name one nigga better at it than me. Name one nigga that goes off of limited facts like we all do, that don't have the behind the scenes access to really be able to just ask directly and find out directly like we all do. Name one nigga better at it than me, bro. Yeah, it's my opinion. It's my assumption based on the facts. Just like it was my opinion and it was my assumption that he would have to negotiate with Oscar De La Hoya for the Williams and Pater fight a year ago, nigga. A year ago, nigga. I was on my homie Just Do panel cooking the whole fucking panel about this shit. Had niggas tight, mad, upset of what I was saying about Shakur Stevenson having to interview or having to negotiate with Oscar De La Hoya for the fight with Williams and Pater because he ain't got no fucking leverage and that belt don't mean shit because he don't sell. I said this shit in the summer of last year, nigga. Tell me I'm speculating. I'm making shit up. Nigga, I've been right. You niggas just catching up. You niggas is 7-8 months late to the party. Nigga, I've been here. I've been right here, nigga. And I'm going to be right here. Consistently on the right side of this shit. Because it's never me that's fanboying, bro. It's never me that's switching up or changing or whatever. I just go, my logic is sound, and wherever the facts tell me, bro, that's what I go off of. That's it. When you are a champion that's a really good fighter, that don't sell, that niggas know they can't make no money off of you, you gonna have to give some in negotiations to get somebody to give up their greatest assets to you, nigga. Call Williams to pay the trash, call them garbage or whatever, but Golden Boy done invested so much money in Williams to pay them, they not finna just let Shakur Stevenson fight him and then just take a fee off of it, or fight him and not get no options on him, not make it just a Golden Boy event, nigga. They not doing that unless Turkey putting the money up, and Turkey is like, the Shakur is the only nigga Turkey was like, nigga, I'm going from sparing no expense to, nigga, I gotta spare that expense, nigga. Look, I know I told you this, nigga. I know I told you this, bro. But did you see that? Did you see the numbers from the Riyadh season card, nigga? Nigga, you was supposed to be the American on the card, bro. I put it on pay-per-view in America. You supposed to be the American on the card, nigga. 45,000 people, nigga. You ain't got more than 45,000 fans, nigga. 45,000 people, Shakur. Nigga, we made $1 million in pay-per-view money in the USA, nigga. You want more money? Then fuck that. Fuck that, nigga. We made $1 million in pay-per-view money in the USA. You, nigga, Callum Smith is from the UK. Joshua Buatsi is from the UK. Ajit Kabayal from Germany. Zhai Li Zhang is from motherfucking China, nigga. Daniel Dubois, he pulled out the card. Martin Bacoli from Africa. Joseph Parker is from New Zealand or some shit. But Evan Bivol is from Russia, nigga. Use the American, nigga. You only gave me 45,000. So yeah, nigga, I gotta drop your pay. Cause nigga, you cost me more money than I made in America alone. Nigga, I got you like $3 million for Padley, nigga. You bought in $1 million in pay-per-view money. KO, where you getting them numbers from? Do 45,000 times 25, bro. Shakur over here, be quiet. Remain humble. Do numbers. Somebody get Turkey Al-Sheikh on the phone and tell that nigga that them numbers were Shakur Stevenson numbers, because he's not treating that nigga like those are his numbers. But Evan Bivol, they got their money. They got their money. Joseph Parker, he about to get his shot. But Evan Bivol about to do it again. Shakur, the only nigga from that card that's having an issue right now. Turkey was about to put Callum Smith and David Benavidez on the undercard. Callum was going to get his money. They told that nigga, Shakur, nigga, you let me down, nigga. I thought you was going to be my American plug, nigga. No. I cannot pay you this money, bro. Right, Sean Kelly. 2-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. He said, salute to you, bro. Salute to you, bro. Snacks B, what up? So, it's obvious that the one that's going to blink first, bro, is going to be Shakur Stevenson. If anybody does blink. I hope no one blinks. I hope the fight happens, but, bro, this shit is getting bad. This shit got ordered like 2 days ago, bro. This shit got ordered 2 fucking days ago, bro. Okay? And listen to me about leverage. The longer that it goes without this fight being signed and done and shit, Shakur is going to be in a worse and worse position, a worse and worse spot. He need to go ahead and just get the fight done, bro, because niggas already kind of know, like, you not the star you think you is, and they undervalue you and shit. So your free agency's already shot to shit, right? It's already fucked up. With that being said, nigga might want to go ahead and just fight this nigga and beat this nigga out. You don't want people to find out. I'm telling you, Shakur fans, listen to me. The last thing y'all want is for the world to find out this nigga's market value. Because when they tell you Golden Boy won the purse bid with a bid of $1.8 million or some shit, y'all gonna lose y'all mind, bro. When they tell you that purse bid come in less than what Devin Haney got for Sandor Martin, nigga, y'all gonna shit bricks, bro. Y'all gonna lose y'all mind real quick, man. Let me hold on. I saw something. Give me a second. Snacks B, what's up? Nick J, the Queens of Boxing Talkers in the building. Look, when y'all get done over here, bro, they had an interview over on their channel that dropped earlier today. They had Brian Norman Jr. over there. Y'all know my thoughts on Jerome Boots Ennis and Brian Norman Jr. and Brian Norman Sr. and shit. That shit ain't never gonna change. But the interview's fire. Y'all go check it out. It's only about 50 minutes long. They did a good job. They did a great job over there doing that interview. So y'all go check them out. That interview was fire, man. Got a lot of you be able to, if you're a content creator, you make content off of it or whatever, just Remember to shout out where you got it from. But that interview was fire. Y'all go check them out over there at Queens of Boxing Talking. Like I said, subscribe to 2 Cents Boxing as well. Do I got any other content creators in here that I'm missing, man? That I ain't say to subscribe to? I think that's everybody, bro. I don't know if my dog Zoomverse came in here. I know my dog Right Side was in here, so y'all go subscribe to him. And anybody with a channel, man, y'all go check him out. COE, I see you in the building too. What's up, big dog? Yeah. I just said that, bro. My bad. Yeah, I got you. Y'all go subscribe to my homie. Shout out to Ricky Dickey with the 5-piece, no biscuit and super chat. What you think about Tank and the new trainer? We getting there, Ricky. I promise, bro. We getting there. We working our way to that part of the show. As a matter of fact, Ricky, I got you, bro. Now, we don't know if this is Tank Davis's new trainer. Okay. Fighters all the time, when they go to other cities or whatever, they get work, right? Tank Davis frequents Atlanta a lot. He frequents Georgia a lot, which I believe is where Mustafa is based. Tank Davis, I don't know if he still has it, but he did have a spot that he lived in Georgia. And you know, his sparring stories with Brian Norman Jr. or legendary. Depending upon who you ask, they went a certain way, and some people will say it went another way. So we first got to say we don't know if this is indeed a confirmed new trainer. He could just be passing through Atlanta, chilling. That's where his training camp is at now, and working on things with Mustafa. He could be on his way to Florida to see Kevin Cunningham and just stopped in Atlanta, right? We won't know. But what I will say about Mustafa, in case y'all ain't know, that's who was in Tevin Farmer fight for his fight with Williams Zepeda this last time around. And there's some interviews on YouTube where you can hear him talk. He know his shit. He know his boxing. Like for real. Like a teacher, old school teacher of the game. Somebody that's gonna give you that shit to do and then do it. So whether or not it's a good fit, that remains to be seen. A lot of people have a personal preference for Tank Davis to go to Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. Right? J.A. Dixon, what up? A lot of people had that preference, and I understand that preference. For me, whoever is going to be able to keep Tank's attention and focus, whoever is going to be able to get his respect in training camp and his respect in the corner, that's who it should be. And Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis should always be there. However, if this Mustafa dude can bring something to the table different, I just know Tevin Farmer was in great shape, and Tevin Farmer fought well above the level I thought he could fight at. And clearly them instructions and that motivation got him right. So is this Tank new trainer? We don't know. But we do see the pictures of Tank training with him in shape or whatever. You know, and I just got a source that just texted me as I'm sitting here telling y'all that, say Tank was just getting work. He was just over there getting work. Exact words, man. Exact words. Just asked, getting work, just was told. He was just getting work. He was just getting work is what I'm told. So that's what I'm going to go with, because this person's been highly accurate with the shit that I've been told from this source. So I'm told he was just over there getting work. So for me, my personal preference is whoever can get that boy to be focused, get that boy to do his thing, and get him to listen and stay locked in. You know, stay motivated, focused, like someone that can train him where he ain't got to be the one in there making all the adjustments and all the thinking and all that shit. Take some pressure off of him. The young man's good at following instructions. When he trusts him, he's good at implementing what you tell him. You know what I mean? If you telling him some shit that he can see can be used or whatever. So if that's Calvin, that's Calvin. If that's Mustafa, is Mustafa. If it's Cunningham, if it's Barry Hunter, whoever it is, whoever can make him the most explosive, locked in, surefire, best version of himself, that's who the fuck he need to be training with, bro. Like, niggas be getting loyalty to, like, oh, he should only train with this dude. He should train with that dude. Listen, for my favorite fighters, from Tank to Jesse Bam Rodriguez, nigga, to Abdullah Mason, to David Benavidez, to David Morrell Jr., them nigga, my favorites, nigga, train with whoever can make you the best. Train with whoever can make you the best version of yourself. Do that. Because at the end of the day, that nigga got to go in that ring. He got to pay whoever he decide to train him. Niggas shitting on that shit, and then all the, like, niggas come up from nothing all the time. Niggas didn't used to know who Ben Davis it was, bro. It's a cat named Prentice Brewer that a lot of y'all don't know. My Ohio people know who Prentice Brewer is. Fire young trainer that a lot of y'all don't know. This dude Mustafa, you hear him talk, you see how he teaches, all up on YouTube. That man knows boxing. And we don't know what's going on with him and Calvin, or him and Kenny, but we know Tank is a sponge. We know he's always trying to learn. He's always changing trainers and going to different camps and shit before, so he could just be getting work, or it could be a change. But what I'm told right now is he's just getting work for now. They don't know about the future. Barry Hunter does know his boxing, but Tank been hearing Barry Hunter since he was 6-7 years old, bro. Anybody that Supreme Cam is like this, I don't know how old you are, bro, but if you raise kids or you got young ones or whatever, sometimes they need to hear from a different voice. So sometimes my wife will be like, "Ko, you need to tell her that, because I'm her mama, and hearing it from me, I've been saying the shit. She need to hear it from a different voice. She may receive it better. She may follow instruction better." Right? Same for our son. Sometimes my approach, I may be more stern or whatever. Sometimes a man need to hear from his mama. So she might need to do something. It's the same thing in boxing, bro. It's the same thing in anything in life. When you get used to a certain voice all the time, sometimes you can tune that shit out. That's just human nature. Because you hear that shit over and over again. Not to say that person still ain't a great coach or a great trainer, but sometimes you need a new voice. I'm not saying that's the case here. I'm just simply saying, bro, there's no evidence to support that other than what I'm telling y'all is that he was just there getting work. So, y'all take it for what it is. But Mustafa as a trainer, he know his shit. Will it work with Tank? That remains to be seen. The best Tank Davis performance was the time he trained with Kevin Cunningham, in my opinion. They didn't have all these camps together. All this camaraderie, but Kevin Cunningham had that boy fucking locked the fuck in. Locked the hell in. Look at Juice hating that. Juice, it's okay, bro. Niggas bring people into their camp all the time. Niggas switch trainers all the time. All I know is I watched Jermell Charlo switch trainers, and that motherfucker turned up at 30. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, though. Jermell Charlo trains trainers and turn into a motherfucking counterpuncher, Juice. You ain't talking to a casual, bro. For certain fighters, for special fighters, and guess what? That don't mean Ronnie Shields can't train his ass off. That don't mean Ronnie ain't nasty with it, but when that nigga went to Derrick James, that nigga became something totally different, a different beast. Marquis, yeah, I can use that, but I can keep it in boxing, bro. I can keep it in boxing, arena, whatever. The knowledge runs deep. Ain't nobody in here gonna tell me Ronnie Shields can't train a motherfucker. Don't know what he doing. But Jermell Charlo got really good under Derrick James. Real good. So you got to keep learning. You can't be complacent. You can't think that you got everything figured out. And clearly, bro, and see, this is how I know niggas be hating, right? Clearly something was off in the fucking corner. So this is my thing with niggas, right? And I'm going to move on, right? Clearly something was off with Tank Davis and Calvin Ford. That's all niggas kept saying the whole build up the entire time. the entire time. Right? Calvin gets bumped to number 2. They got Barry Hunter or whatever. Kenny Ellis is there as a number 3. Tank Davis says we got to get something fixed in the corner. I know what it is. We got to get something fixed in the corner. The nigga seems to be out here going to different things, trying to work on shit, back in the gym, looking in shape or whatever. And niggas is like, the fuck you doing, bro? You got to keep it the same. You got to do this. Like, the nigga will never be able to please some of you hating ass niggas. So, my advice, do whatever the fuck you think is going to make you the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, whether it's Calvin Ford, whether it's Mustafa, whether it's Kenny, whether it's Buddy McGirt, nigga, Kevin Cunningham or whatever, if the nigga go out there on fight night and he don't perform, it's going to be him that's getting all the criticism, not his fucking trainers. So he got to try to put himself in position to be successful for him, because you niggas ain't going to cut him no slack no matter who the fuck trains him. So don't listen to these niggas, Tank. Don't listen to these motherfuckers try to tell you to do this, tell you to do that and shit. You got a high-ass ring IQ. You a hell of a fucking fighter. You the world champion. You make the decision that you think is going to put you in the best position to win, and you live with the results. Because these niggas, they not going to give you no flowers, no credit, no fair criticism, none of that shit, regardless of who fucking training you. So think about the nigga that's going to make you the best version of yourself. That's it. Straight up. Shout out to my dog, Big Dog Willie with the 5P. He say, Tank new trainer is a barber, not a hairdresser. Tank Maniacs. I heard Tank is getting a Hagler special. Hair Grease versus Tank is a fair fight now. Congrats. You really think you be cooking too? That's crazy. And that's how I know your ass a hater. I'm only going to do this shit till Wednesday, nigga. It's been a month. Worry about Shakur Stevenson. Tank ain't going to purse bid, nigga. Tank is not going to purse bid. Tank is not going to motherfucking purse bid. Are you throwing a hint that Earl Spence might be with Buddy McGirt? Are you throwing me a hint that Earl Spence might be getting with Buddy McGirt? Was that a hint? I ain't worried about him. In his toughest fight of his career, he's running it back immediately. In the toughest fight of your favorite fight of career, he started making excuses and crying like a little bitch. Oh, let me show you my social media post where I DM my girlfriend and told her how sick I was. My neck, my back, my neck and my back. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Yeah. My dude is behaving like a dog. My dude's behaving like a fucking dog out here. Give a fuck you like him, hate him, loathe him. Think he ducked this person. Think he ducked that person. You niggas saying he got exposed. You niggas saying he was the same version that he always is. Don't get nervous now because the nigga said, for real, let me try to make y'all eat that shit. Yeah. Yeah, let me try to make y'all eat that shit. You heard what Lamont Roach said? We gonna get to the shit, right? We gonna get to the interview. But remember, bro, Lamont Roach just did an interview. And the nigga said they was negotiating by the next week. By the next fucking week. Nigga say, Andre Ward said, y'all had that little back and forth on that Monday or whatever. Did y'all start negotiating directly after that? He said, yep, they started negotiating the fight directly after that. So that nigga had a draw in a tough, close fight. And by the following week, he was already saying, nah, nigga, we running that shit back. Fuck you mean. Fuck y'all mean I'm always me. Fuck y'all mean my power overrated. Fuck y'all mean I got exposed. Nigga about to go lay it all on the line. Right now. While your favorites go running high, take tune-ups and shit. Don't rematch niggas they have close controversial fights with. Don't rematch niggas where niggas feel like the other nigga won. They don't do none of that shit. He doing it and you niggas still criticizing. Y'all some straight suckers. He was a heavy favorite, and that was his toughest fight, says Adrian. Adrian, you know how much money I make because odds makers get shit wrong all the time? Do you have any idea how much money I make? How much money I make? Because odds makers are wrong all the time. Clearly, they were wrong. We'll see what happens in the second fight. They could be wrong in the second fight. They could make them much closer, and Tank could blow that nigga out the water. They could make them much closer, and Lamont Roach could perform even better and win clear. Odds makers get shit wrong all the time. Nice try, though. Anyway, moving the fuck on. Tank's new trainer, do what's best for you, bro. Whatever's going to make you the best version of yourself, because niggas ain't going to cut you no slack. All right, so directly, I can tell y'all this is directly from Gervonta Davis. You can believe me or not believe me, right? You can believe me or not believe me. You'll see some shit coming real soon. But directly from Tank, his reaction to Lamont Roach's interview. I didn't try to bite that bitch. I'm going to fuck him up. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass, bro. I didn't try to bite that bitch. I'm going to fuck him up. That's all I got. That's all I got for y'all, bro. Big Dog say he got Roach in 9. Tank trash. Go get you some money in Vegas if you believe that shit. Go bet that shit, bro. Go bet that shit. Say no. What? It do. It do. I'm just telling y'all, bro. Y'all, you ain't gotta believe me. You have no choice pretty soon, though. You ain't gotta believe nothing I'm saying, bro. You'll have no choice. You'll have no choice pretty soon. And I'll leave it at that. You ain't gotta believe me, bro. I'm just telling you. I ain't trying to bite that bitch. I'm gonna fuck him up. Now, let's react to this Lamont Roach sit down with SOG Andre Ward. Now, I want to do this shit differently tonight because the interview's an hour and 20 fucking minutes, bro. It's an hour and 20 minutes, and a lot was said. So, how many of y'all watched the interview? No. I do not have Gervonta Tank Davis's number, Bellafake. No. I have a source. I'll leave it at that. But if you can follow the tea leaves and see the work that we've been doing on this channel, then you'll probably be able to guess. All right, so I watched in its entirety. I watched. Okay, so everybody watched it. All right. Adrian says, Tank owe Roach money. Yeah, I did a video on that a month ago. Pay that man his money, Tank. Pay that man his money. Ask him if he want to double the bet. And if you say, no, I don't want to double the bet, I just want my money, pay the man his money and shit. Snack say he said nothing disrespectful about Tank, in my opinion. All right, so everybody watched it. Everybody watched it. I say pay it back. You know what I mean? I say pay that man his money, bro. Real ones know you don't want to be known as a motherfucker that they don't pay your debts and shit. So he should pay that man. Did a whole video on it already though, because that's just how real I am. Now, for those of you that watched it, this is what I'm gonna do. Because I want y'all's participation. I'm gonna let y'all tell me what you want me to talk about, and we're gonna cover it and we're gonna react to it that way. So whatever Lamont Roach said that you want me to react to, that you want me to talk about, put it in the chat. That's how we're gonna do it. If this shit work, if I get the proper interaction, if we're able to cover a lot of the different things, then I'll keep doing it this way. If y'all don't like it, then we'll go back to just having me watch it or whatever. But I want to participate with you guys because I want to talk about the parts of the interview that you want to cover. Right? I see y'all saying, so I see Snacks and Neek J, right? Just doing a fucking interview, bro. Doing a fucking interview and just the behavior is disrespectful to me. Just the audacity of a nigga to build your name off getting a draw with me. Nigga, just doing the interview is disrespectful. I disagree with y'all. Now, just the whole tour, nigga. But anyway, I want to cover what y'all want me to talk about. So, Joseph Jackson says, talk about Tank's lack of power. We'll start right there. So, Lamont Roach, what he's referring to, Lamont Roach said, yo, Tank power overrated. Right? And that's cool. I like that. Talk your shit. But then later on in the interview, he said he got great power. So my first reaction to it, Joseph, was, which one is it, bro? Because when he was talking to Shaw like shit, you about to fight him and shit, nigga. That's cool. Talk your shit. He overrated, nigga. Trash. Nigga power overrated. But then he started talking about how accurate he was, how smart he was in the ring, how twitchy he was. Then he was like, oh, he got great power and shit. He a great body. Like, what the fuck you mean? So what I would say is, if that's true, then Lamont Roach should not respect him through the first half of the fight the way he respected him through the first half of the first fight. We should see him let his hands go more, right? We should see him take more risk early in the fight to try to win some early rounds instead of just standing in front of Tank trying to make Tank lead. But if he's capping, if he's blowing smoke, Joseph, then he's going to be very respectful. He's going to not want to get caught with anything. He should be, and when I say more active, right? He should fight. He would, if he really believes that Tank power is overrated, he'll fight much more closer to how he fought against Hector Luis Garcia, where he let his hands go more. He tried to work his jab more, tried to work his 1-2 more, was more active, didn't just look for counter shots, didn't try to play off of them. We'll see. We'll see. I call bullshit because in that exact same interview, he said he got great power. So I call bullshit because both of them can't be true. The nigga power can't be overrated and he can't have great power at the same time. That shit just don't go together. Savage Killer Queen says the clip where he said Tank too small. I told niggas, this nigga's bigger than Tank. Nigga walks around bigger than him. Nigga's taller than him. Nigga's arms are longer than his, bro. He's a bigger man that sucks himself down more weight to have an advantage. So can we stop with the weight bully shit? Can we stop with the Tank pulled this nigga up shit? Can we just all admit that Tank Davis is a small dude, 5'4" at best, 5'5"? He called himself 5'4". So when a nigga call himself 5'4", you gotta go with 5'4". Nigga really small, bro. So this idea that he be weight bullying niggas, like, we just got to stop these lying-ass narratives is what I think of that part of the clip. Like, if the nigga that's fighting him is like, yo, the nigga too small, and he was saying that in reference to being on the inside with Tank. Being on the inside with Tank, which leads me to this. So his power's overrated. The nigga too small, so I'm hearing you about to bully this nigga. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing nigga too small. Nigga about to... Nigga too small, power ain't on shit. You about to bully this nigga. You about to get in this ring and you about to bully this man. That's what I'm hearing. That's what that shit sound like to me. So I hear that shit, but again, that's why I'm so intrigued with the rematch. Because we get to find out if Lamont Roach really believe all this shit. We get to find this shit out in real time. All you people that say, oh, that was the same Tank I always watch. And niggas like me that saying, nigga, you tripping, you bugging. That nigga was trash by his standards that night. And y'all gonna see. We all get to find out. The problem with niggas is a lot of y'all are scared. You just like the narrative shit. You like to talk your shit without the risk of being wrong. So what a lot of people wanted, and which is why I believe people pushed against the rematch. Oh, Roach got options. Tank better come correct. Roach got options. Tank better come correct because Shakur could fight motherfucking Lamont Roach. Nigga, Turkey, who gonna put up the money? Because Turkey ain't fucking with Shakur. But that's what niggas was doing, right? And I think a lot of it stems from two things. And I stand on this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, y'all. This me talking. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. This is what I think. I think that comes from two places. I think it comes from wanting to have the ability to always have something over Tank's head. Because the longer that he goes without the Lamont Roach rematch, the longer you get to bring it up. Oh, remember what happened to Lamont? Nigga could knock out Lomachenko. You know how haters is, y'all. Remember what happened to Lamont Roach? Nigga could knock out Keyshawn Davis. Nigga still ain't rematched Lamont Roach. Nigga could knock out Shakur Stevenson. Nigga don't want that Lamont Roach smoke. So niggas want to be able to do that over and over and over again and keep that over his head, keep that over the head of his fans, and just keep talking that shit. And the second reason for all that shit about options and not wanting to rematch and all that shit, and Lamont Roach got options and Tank better come correct. People's greatest fear is that was just an off night from him. And then if you go in there and he do Lamont Roach bad or he beat him clearly, you only got to talk your shit for 2 or 3 months. And then now that shit over with because the nigga beat the nigga clearly and then move the fuck on. Business as usual. Fucking business as usual. People are scared of that. But he too small. That means, so nigga weak, too small, you bigger than him, his power overrated. I'm hearing Lamont Roach about to bully the fuck out of Tank. That's what I'm hearing. Shit. Straight up, that's what I'm hearing. Shout out to my dog, Big Dog 913. With the 5-piece in super chat. Salute, knockout, not trolling. You big dog. Just don't like Tank. That's cool. There's plenty of people in the chat don't like Tank. I don't give a fuck. If you tell me your favorite fighter, bro, I probably won't like them either. We ain't all gotta like the same fighters. We just gotta talk our shit and not take this shit personal and be respectful about it. Not me, 5-piece. No biscuit in super chat. It makes sense. The perception from casuals in the mainstream is that Roach was robbed. That's why there is so much interest in Roach right now. That is not the perception of casuals and mainstream. A lot of people feel like Tank Davis won that fight. That's another thing. Like this, 90% of the people said Roach won. 95% of the people think Roach won. It's a lot of people that think Tank won. A lot of people think that the fight was a draw. Niggas just ain't used to seeing Tank struggle. So the first time he struggled, he lost. Shout out John Wick with the 2-piece. No biscuit in super chat. Outlaw got 2 options. Purse, bid. That's it. Damn, that's tough. Shout out to my dog Joseph Johnson with the 5-piece. No biscuit in super chat. Let's talk about Roach saying he had a bigger bag elsewhere. Cap. He said he had a bigger guarantee, but the upside was bigger, meaning the back end money. There is no bigger bag for Tank Davis opponents than fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. That's cap, bro. If he got a bigger bag elsewhere, that person that he was referring to was his mandatory challenger. Well, your mandatory challenger just knocked somebody out. So if that bigger bag is there, why aren't they offering you more money right now? And you go get that bigger bag. Cap. Just like that's one thing that's cap. And here's another thing that's cap that the nigga been lying about that got exposed on that interview, right? That I think is really important to this conversation. And I'm glad, and you made me think about it, Joseph. So I leave your super chat up there while I refer to it, right? And that is this idea that Lamont Roach was signed, sealed, delivered. His part was already done because the rematch was already activated or whatever. But then in the interview that he just gave, he said that Tank and his team went into negotiations directly after the fight. When him and Tank went back and forth that Monday after the fight, they fought on Saturday. They went back and forth on Monday. Lamont Roach said they started negotiating the rematch directly after that. What the fuck he got to negotiate a rematch for if everything was already done? If his side was already done and he already signed his part and the rematch was already activated, then what the fuck y'all negotiating? Ain't no negotiation. Your name is already on the dotted line. The fact of the matter is, because it was a draw, nigga, there is no rematch clause no more. You got to renegotiate the fight. Niggas want to act like nigga Tank could have moved on just fine, but that nigga chose to stay right there in the pocket and fight you anyway. But niggas is lying, talking about we already signed, sealed, and delivered. If you sign, sealed, and delivered, what you negotiating? Niggas be lying. I'm telling y'all, bro. Telling y'all. Now, shout out to Trey W234. 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Tank is smaller than everybody he fight. Even Pitbull went to 140. So Tank being small doesn't mean shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Pitbull was shorter than him, but Pitbull was more sturdy, had more muscle. That motherfucker, that's a little sturdy, stocky motherfucker. Yeah, that's it. That dude got a rock head, bro. KO, honest question. Do you watch mainstream sports boxing content? Yes, bro. Yes. 100%. All right, what else y'all want to talk about, bro? Put it in the chat because I don't want to scroll all the way back up. What else y'all want to talk about with that interview, bro? Yeah, oh yeah, I got that. I got that. We got to cover that. I got that, bro. That's in the title, so we got to cover it. I thought I had it as one of my. Oh yeah. I got it right here. We're gonna talk about it, bro. Hold on. Let me switch gears real quick, y'all, because I got to talk about this. I forgot. Shout out to my dog for reminding me. So real quick, we'll get back to the live reaction. Keyshawn versus Edwin De Los Santos. Just real quick, y'all. Real fucking quick, right? I gotta give Edwin credit. It's like twofold, right? Edwin looked like he was ducking, and then when he got all the information, they were able to work it out, and he accepted the offer. So you gotta give him credit for that. Going to Keyshawn Davis's hometown, Norfolk, Virginia, taking the fight, you know what I'm saying, in his position. You got to give him credit for that. He's a fucking dog. Right? For Keyshawn Davis, let's call it what it is. Right? Let's call it what the fuck it is. This is strategic. Cherry picking. You niggas is not about to sit up here and glaze this shit after shitting on Tank versus Roach when Roach was a champion, active, coming off of a great performance, and then try to sell me as Keyshawn versus Edwin as some big time step up fight. Nigga, Edwin the dog. And he would have been a duck if he didn't take the fight because he went into negotiation. But nigga, Keyshawn Davis is looking at this nigga that had a blood clot, a shoulder injury, 2 years out the ring, coming off of a motherfucking loss to Shakur Stevenson, and picking this nigga at the perfect fucking time. And it's an indirect shot at Shakur Stevenson. You fighting Shakur Stevenson, former opponent, to try to outdo this nigga. Nah, bro. This is a good. This is them build. This is that PBC top rank shit they building the fight between Tank and Keyshawn. Let's just keep it 100. That matchroom move might have made this nigga Shakur miss the boat. Do you understand, bro? If Keyshawn step on Edwin or beat him clearly in Norfolk, Virginia, being another main event in America during prime time, do y'all niggas know how much buzz he gonna get? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. They building the Tank and Keyshawn fight. Remember, I reported to y'all that Tank Davis was set to call out Keyshawn Davis had he got past Lamont Roach. Don't believe the motherfucking Jake Paul shit. This will be another take that ages so fucking well like a 1972 bottle of red wine. You'll see. If it go the other way, you got Tank and Edwin in-house fight. Shout out to Tony T with the 2-piece in the super chat. Says 19 months inactive and will have a rehydration clause. Well, the rehydration clause will hurt Keyshawn too. Keyshawn big as fuck. Keyshawn big. So Keyshawn versus Edwin official. It's good on paper, but if you really know what Edwin De Los Santos has been dealing with, you know Keyshawn catching his ass at the right time. And we start looking at Keyshawn's resume, pulling Pedraza down, pulling motherfucking Gustavo Limons down, fighting 36-year-old Denise Barinchik, who in life and death with Navarrete, fighting Edwin off a 2-year layoff. Tank Davis told y'all Top Rank be making these niggas look better than what they are, bro. Cause I remember when Keyshawn, everybody talk about Tank and Lamont Roach, right? And how Tank, he fought Lamont Roach and this and that. Y'all don't remember how Keyshawn Davis looked against motherfucking Nahir Albright? Anybody remember that fight? Anybody remember that fight? Niggas be trying to shit on Abdullah Mason, right? This nigga Keyshawn been on that boy. They been strategically moving the fuck out this boy, bro. Yeah, nobody want to talk about the Nahir Albright shit though. That boy didn't look good in that fight, but hopefully he get past motherfucking Edwin. Tank get past Roach and they can get that shit cracking. Tank can do his little Top Rank tour, nigga. Fight Loma, fight motherfucking Keyshawn. Y'all gonna see though. Y'all will see in due time. Now, back to what I was saying. Now, tell me what else y'all want to talk about with Tank and motherfucking. Because I'll drop the link for y'all in a little bit, but I want to get through this reaction. What else y'all want to talk about? Because I'm going to drop the link if y'all ain't got nothing else. We got 415 people in the building. Smash the like. Shout out to DX Tsunami with being a member for a month. Say, how much longer you think before Abdullah fight Keyshawn? I think they not going to fight till like 140, maybe even 147. I think the moment Abdullah get in play, Keyshawn probably gonna move up. Them boys, niggas ain't gonna want to fight Abdullah and fuck up the Tank bag, bro. That's why I think a play might be Abdullah move up and go ahead and become champion at 140. So them niggas got to come to him. Put them niggas in a position to fight him or duck him. But in fast tracking Abdullah, you'd have to sacrifice one of your fighters, right? You'd have to sacrifice Muratalla in the IBF. You'd have to sacrifice Keyshawn. Or if you really believe in Abdullah, you're taking the WBC route. See if you can get Shakur to drop his belt. You know what I mean? If I'm Top Rank, I'm looking at that Shakur and Williams to pay the purse bid very closely. And if for some reason they lowball Shakur and he get to, being agitated and getting his feelings and he dropped that belt, I'm sending Abdullah Mason full speed ahead at Williams to pay the bro to try to get that vacant WBC. I'm trying to keep him knocking shit out. To get him moved into the top 5, then I'm petitioning or whatever. If he dropped that belt, I'm trying to get him in that WBC ASAP. Because I think Abdullah got another year and a half being able to make 135 pounds, man. It's getting tough for him to make weight, in my opinion. This ain't nothing the camp is telling me. This is just my opinion. I think it's getting hard for him to make weight, bro. So they need to get him a title shot within the next year and a half if they really want to get him a shot at 135 pounds. Shout out to Rivieres Johnson with the 2-piece no biscuit super chat. Lamont talking about Tank's mental. Yes, great topic. So Lamont Roach also said in that interview with Andre Ward, he said, look, I know that Tank Davis doubted himself. He don't believe in himself. Right? And he said he was able to use that. Here's what I say about that, bro. I don't think it's possible to make it out of the circumstances that Tank Davis made it out of if you don't believe in yourself. And I think anybody in this chat would be a fucking liar if you said you ain't never doubted yourself before. We all doubt ourselves, bro. We all doubt ourselves. So to say that somebody doubts themselves, that ain't really shit. Because we all do it. Lamont Roach also openly talked about how he was depressed after the Jamel Herring fight. So what's worse, to doubt yourself a little bit, like we all do, or get depressed? You know what I mean? Like, you just can't make it from Baltimore, Maryland in them conditions and not believe in yourself, number one. And if you don't believe in yourself, you definitely wouldn't be going into an immediate rematch with the nigga. Like, his actions are not the actions of a nigga that don't believe in himself, bro. That's why I think Lamont needs to just get back in the gym, because he's starting to talk out of both sides of his mouth, y'all. If you're really paying attention, he doubted himself. He don't believe in himself, but he went directly into negotiations, which you stopped his plans. A lot of you niggas say he was fighting Jake Paul. Well, I don't give a fuck how much you think you want to see Lamont Roach rematch. If Tank was fighting Jake Paul, that's a way bigger bag than Lamont Roach. That nigga killed that plan, said fuck that plan, and he going back into an immediate rematch with a nigga. Think about that shit, bro. Think about that shit. You talking about a nigga's doubting himself, not believing in himself, having a weak mental. Nigga, you tried to sue to get an email W. Niggas got the email belt and shit that we talk. We talk that email championship. Nigga, you tried to get an email victory to you, bro. You tried to have the New York State Athletic Commission send you the W, bro. You tried to have them put white out on your box rec, nigga, and fill it in. The fuck are we talking about, bro? You don't go 20 to 25 rounds with Brian Norman Jr., who's 2 weight classes above you and a current fucking world champion, bloody his nose up. You don't go 20 to 25 rounds with a nigga like that if you ain't got no dog or you doubt yourself or you weak mentally or whatever. That shit don't make sense to me. A nigga that doubted himself would have been like, shit, fuck that nigga. I am not running this shit back. I am finna go fight this Jake Paul fight this Loma fight. I am not going back to that nigga. Give me one of these Caucasians. Give me one of these flat-footed Mexicans again, nigga. Give me this motherfucking Disney Channel, nigga. The nigga literally putting it all on the line for you niggas. Tank got exposed. Let me show you it was just one night. Tank fought how he always fought. Let me show you that I did not fight how I always fought. Tank can't do no better. Let me show y'all that I can do better. Y'all niggas tripping, bro. WTF says, KO, y'all got him to make the... No, we didn't, bro. You can't make that nigga do nothing he don't want to do. You can't make that nigga do nothing he don't want to do because his fans gonna rock with him regardless, bro. We was gonna criticize him, be like, why you ain't go for the rematch? Then guess what we were gonna do? Support his fucking fight, buy his fight. The shit was still gonna sell out. That nigga, he doing this shit for him, bro. See, even in that comment, and I'm not coming at you or nothing like that, bro, but even in that comment, it's taking credit away from him, bro. It's taking credit away from his competitiveness, his motherfucking dog, because he's doing that shit for him, bro. Not for you, not for me. He doing that shit for himself, because he's a dog. Straight up. I doubted Jay Grant Jr. You saying COE facts? I don't even have to read the comment to know the nigga did not say nothing factual, bro. I don't even have to read the comment. So, long story short, mentally weak niggas don't make it from tough conditions. And whether or not you think he from the trenches, the nigga didn't have no father and the nigga mama made a lot of mistakes, bro. He grew up tough, bro. And to make it out of that shit, you can't do that shit without self-belief. And to be fighting this motherfucking Lamont Roach rematch when he don't have to, when he's the A side, he hold all the cards. Nigga, that's a nigga that believe in himself, bro. Nigga bugging. What else y'all want to talk about from that interview, bro? What else y'all want to talk about that? Yeah, dang father, I do too. He ain't one of them, though. He ain't one of them. He ain't one of them at all. But what else y'all want to talk about, bro? What else y'all got? What else did Lamont say that caught your attention? I could do like 1 or 2 more things before I drop this link. To my homie Jay Grant Jr., he say, Tank would have got cooked if he didn't take the rematch. Bro, niggas cook Tank for winning. Tank is just gonna get cooked, bro. It just is what it is. You niggas was cooking Tank when he was knocking everybody the fuck out. Niggas was making up lies about him, narratives, lying on him and shit. When the nigga was winning, bro. Having his haters cook him is nothing new, bro. 100 on the hunt, 20 piece. No biscuit in the super chat. Salute to my dog. He say, what up, KO? I'm late, but I'm here. I got to go back and watch from the beginning while I get this cardio in. Yeah, bro, that cardio, that shit give me energy, bro, when I go running miles every day, bro. I know, Dank. I'm just chatting back. You know how we do. You my dog, bro. Talk your shit. What else y'all want to talk about, bro? Tony T says, Roach reaction when Ward asked if Tank was breathing hard or in shape. Yeah, he alluded to Tank not being in shape. And that I'm going to tie that in because I wanted to cover this, but nobody brought it up. Lamont Roach keeps saying Tank was the same Tank. He's the same Tank he always was. I'm just me. I'm just this. But then in the very next breath, he'll allude to Tank not being in shape. And he'll allude to Tank not being motivated. Oh, he had to bet me. I think he was trying to just get himself motivated. And the nigga even said he can take it up a couple notches. So, again, just like about the power comment that I was asking about you guys earlier, in one breath, the nigga's like his power is overrated, but then he say the nigga got great power. In one breath, the nigga say he was who he always was, but then he alludes to the nigga being out of shape. He was who he always was, but he can take it up a couple notches. He was who he always was, but he had to try to get himself motivated. Nigga, which one is it? Which one is it, I ask, bro? He alluded to it. It's one of those things, Jupe, you gotta like watch him. You know, little sly smile on his face. And he was like, I hope he think he was in shape. Meaning, I hope he come in that same type of shape because I'm gonna do him dirty like type shit. You gotta watch it though. He didn't say that nigga wasn't in shape. Andre Ward asked him, was he in shape or was he breathing hard? And then he said, I hope he think he was in shape with a little, you know how grimy niggas is. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach has turned out to be a grimy ass nigga. So, grimy niggas, you gotta watch their body. Niggas like Shakur, niggas like Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like Bill Haney, niggas like Lamont Roach. You gotta kind of watch their facial expressions and shit to see if they being facetious, if they being sarcastic, is they throwing a little shade with their face type shit. You know, the type of niggas they like don't mean what they say ass niggas. Like, Lamont will tell you like, yeah, we cool or whatever. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together and shit. But then at the same time, he try to get shit overturned into amateurs and shit. You got to watch out for niggas like that. You know what I mean? You got to watch out for niggas that will be like, yo, hey, I'm cool. I ain't got no beef with you. You ain't got no beef with me and shit. We cool. Ain't no problem or whatever. But let me try to get this email W behind your back and shit, even though we cool, my nigga. Like, niggas like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that'll be like, yeah, that nigga knockout, he over here emasculating my son, using artificial intelligent memes and shit to try to lie on my son and shit. Niggas that'll just like lie on you and shit. You gotta really read what they say and you gotta watch them niggas. You know what I mean? You gotta watch niggas like that. You gotta watch niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? And then my niggas come in here and they be like, yo, here we go and shit. But Jay Grant didn't even go at Bill when Bill said that shit about me. And Jay Grant hurt my feelings with that shit. I'm still toe up behind that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Jay Grant supposed to be my dog, day one supporter. Huge Devin Haney fan and shit, you know what I'm saying? We talk our shit about Tank and Devin, that's cool and shit. But, Bill lied on me and shit. I just knew my nigga Jay Grant, you know what I'm saying? I knew the queens of boxing talk. I knew they were going to come to KO defense. I knew boxing underneath. I just knew they were going to tweet at Bill. Bill, don't be lying on KO like that. I didn't get none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting none of that shit. And I just hurt, it just hurt me. You know what I'm talking about? It just hurt my feelings is all I'm saying. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. Hurt my heart, man. Hurt my heart. Y'all let me know who y'all really fuck with, man. Y'all don't fuck with me for real, man. Y'all just here because I'm live. Ain't nobody else to watch, man. Thank Father say stop being light skinned. Nah, bro, I'm just fucking with y'all, man. Y'all know that nigga a lying ass, capping ass nigga, man. But yeah, back to Lamont Roach though. As I was saying, bro, you can't allude to the nigga not being in shape. You can't allude to the nigga got another notch that he can go to. You can't allude to the nigga not being motivated for you and then want people to believe that he was the best version of himself. You know what I mean? Kevin Cunningham knows him better than you. Right? This nigga, Barry Hunter knows him better than you. You think like them niggas know. Them niggas know. Yes, Jay Grant, I was in the tweet. Jay Grant, I was in the tweet, bro. I was in the tweet. He called me out by name for some shit I didn't even do, and you ain't come to my defense, my nigga. You ain't come to my defense, man. Hurt my heart, bro. Matter of fact, I gotta block you for 10 seconds, bro. Just to make me feel good, bro. Just make me feel good, bro. I gotta make myself feel better about myself. So I'm just gonna block you for like 10 seconds, bro. It'll make me feel better about myself, bro. Just give me a second. Let me block your ass. I'm gonna block your ass real quick. Yeah, there you go. Block your ass about 10 seconds. Get you the fuck up out of here. Make me feel better about myself. All right, anything else, bro? I'm about to drop this link for y'all, man. What's up? What's up? I'm about to drop this link for y'all, man. What's good? Anything else before I drop this link, bro? Trim, I think if those guys will step up to the plate and fight him, yes. He's already reached out to Shakur Stevenson to make a fight, reached out to Keyshawn Davis to make a fight, reached out to Lomachenko to make a fight, and that's what people don't want to talk about. Tank Davis's team has tried to make fights with every champion at 135 pounds. So if those guys are willing to be realistic and fight, I think those fights can happen. But fuck all them for right now. He got Lamont Roach problems he got to deal with. He got to go handle that shit and shut all these people the fuck up. And then we can start having those conversations. Right now, as I told y'all after the fight on this channel, we pushing Lamont Roach rematch, bro. It's a concerted effort by me to make sure that my favorite fighters move the way that I would try to move in certain situations. And you got to go get that back. I'm about to drop the link. It's 9:50, man. It's 9:50, bro. We can open up the panel for the rest of the show. I think we've had fun. I've cooked enough. It ain't no fun if your homies. Double, what up? Pin that message. All right, panel's open, man. Panel's open. We got the Keyshawn Davis, Edwin De Los Santos fight, Lamont Roach interview with motherfucking Andre Ward. We can talk about. We got I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Andre Ward interview we can talk about, man. We got a lot of great topics to talk about tonight. Y'all pull up and holler at your boy, man. Shakur Zapata is still a hot topic, obviously. So whatever y'all want to talk about, y'all know I'm here for that, bro. Oh, Rich, you got loud background noise, bro.
I do.
Yeah, man.
All right,
I think it just got better then, but you're always welcome to come back. What up, JD?
Yeah, what's the word, gang?
What's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing, dog?
Man, life be life, and nigga. But
100. Before I let you cook, let me catch a super chat. Then it's all you, bro. We got Dre's Finest with the 5-piece no biscuit super chat. He say, "What's good, KO? Just getting to work. I was driving and I couldn't comment, but I will run it back from the beginning. Keep keeping it 100. You dig? I got you, bro. I'm on the job. I'm over here working. All right, JD, go ahead, bro. We listening.
man, I just want to say, Lamont Roach better keep that same energy, because if he get a little too overconfident, he gonna get knocked the fuck out in that rematch. I feel like he gonna get knocked the fuck out anyway, but it might be a gruesome stoppage. I feel like Tank got a chip on his shoulder. If you don't stop him, he's just gonna beat him the fuck up. Like, I don't really see it being competitive next time around, because Tank don't really be having competitive fights. I mean, I think he gonna pitch a shutout and he might stop him. So I got some background noise.
Yeah, just keep going. It ain't that loud, bro. I think it's Rich. I think he muted himself. But go ahead, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, I don't think, because like Tank just had an off night, bro. That's what it is. Every great fighter have an off night. I truly wholeheartedly believe whatever he dealing with in life, kind of played a part. You know what I mean? But that's not my business, right? I'm a boxing fan at the end of the day. Tank is one of my favorite fighters, right? So that shit don't got nothing to do with me. And if you underperform, I'm gonna call you for it. Like, that was a horrible performance to me, especially with me knowing what he actually looks like when he uses his brain. So I feel like his mind was judged. But I'm gonna stall him out, because at the end of the day, Lamont Roach, if he is who he said he was, should have capitalized on that off night. But he's talking like he did, and he beat the champion convincingly. That's not what happened. You look decent when you did exchange with him, but it wasn't to the point where all your convincing shots and power shots and cleaner shots were more clean than Tank's. That's why you ain't get the dub, my nigga. And now you going everywhere like Bud Crawford, running your mouth and diminishing the opportunity that you got. So in the rematch, just keep that same energy, bro. That's my take for
Already.
now.
Shout out to my dog Riviera Johnson. With the 2-piece in the super chat says the familiarity they have with each other. And then I wanted to respond to this right here. So I see Bella Faith, I see Joseph Jackson. She said, so why was the first fight competitive? Here's the thing, right? I don't want to answer that question. And it's not because I'm running from the question. It's simple for me, right? If I give you guys a reason why I think, and it's not just sucking Lamont Roach off and saying how much better he is, and I say, oh, it had to do, I think Tank did this wrong, I think Tank did that wrong. Y'all are saying I'm making excuses, right? So I don't want to do that. I don't give a damn why the first fight is competitive. What I just want is the rematch. And what I believe we can do in the rematch. Because what happens is fight fans find themselves making excuses, or if you give an analysis of the fight and you feel like this is why, and you really like, I really believe it was more Tank than Lamont Roach. That ain't me making excuses. I just know what that nigga can do in the ring. And so when I say that, niggas be like, oh, you making excuses. What you mean he wasn't himself? So I don't want to do that shit. I'm just gonna sit back, push for this rematch, and we gonna get it. We gonna get it how we get it. But look, man, we only got like 35 minutes left, so I'm not gonna pass it all the way around. I'm just gonna let y'all I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna let y'all
Look,
cook,
yo,
bro.
I
So
had to say
I
one
sort
other,
of feel like it was more Lamont Roach though.
I just wanted to say
I-
one other thing before.
But
See, Roach, he's doing all this shit, right? And he's talking the way he's talking, right? But we can't take away what the facts are. Roach is not elite at all. Tank Davis is the guy that's elite. So everything that Roach does, like it's the Mayweather effect. Everything that Roach does now, like the shit that he said in that interview, it didn't make any sense to me. It's contradictory. Like half of the shit he said was oxymoronic, right? He's putting his foot in his mouth. So with that being said, in the rematch, I'm holding Roach to a higher standard, way higher standard. If it's like that,
yeah,
if you feel you can do this, then you got to do it again.
I mean,
yeah,
there is a
fact.
difference when you spark.
Shout
Like,
out to my hold on, y'all.
like,
I got a couple of cash apps. Shout out to my dog D1. The D1 with he say salutations, bro. D1, the angry white man. Salute, bro. Shout out to Alan Sostain with the 5-piece in the cash app. I appreciate you, Alan. He said, gotta support. Appreciate you, dog. All right, y'all. Panel's open, man. Everybody just get in where
Hey,
you
I
fit
just
in.
want to
yeah,
ask a quick question before
I mean,
y'all
there
go
is
off.
a
What's
This
difference.
your
Boxer
question,
Edwin.
Rick?
But
Why we ain't talking about what Jake Paul said, man? That should be the main topic, man. Why we
what do you
not talking
say?
about that?
Some bullshit.
He
It's
said that they
irrelevant.
was in
Cause
negotiations.
what Jake
Him and Tank was in negotiations until this stuff happened.
At what weight class though?
And
Jake
what
Paul is
weight
heavy.
class though, Rich man?
Man,
What's wrong with that shit,
Jake
I'm
bro?
not
Paul's
trying to hear that,
What?
man. All
Jake
these
Paul
guys
fought
not
heavyweight
lying.
his
All
last
these
You
fight.
guys not
want to
lying
bring
on
up
one
stupid
person, man.
shit, man.
All
You
these
talking
guys,
about real boxing, bro? You
all
Bro,
these
talking about
that
real
guys
nigga
ain't
boxing?
a
lying
whole
on
this
one
nigga
person,
over
man.
200 fucking pounds. You want to
Yeah, I
talk
mean,
about
what
Jake
I
Paul,
mean,
bro? What the
Tank's
fuck?
gonna put him on the rehydration clause of his life. There's no way they're gonna fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like this shit don't
Yeah,
even make logical sense.
All right. So
All
all
right.
these guys just be lying.
I
That's
mean,
their
what
You
weight
had,
class
If
would
he
you
he
can
had,
make
fight
you had,
at?
135,
I
he's
don't
got to
even
put
you
a
want
had,
to see that
clause on
fight.
it.
It
you
doesn't make
had,
any
But why?
sense.
Lamont
But
Roach.
why
You had,
even?
you
Why
had.
even talking into fruition though? Like we don't want to see that bullshit.
That's
Like
what
I
I'm
I
don't,
mean,
why even talk about it?
To
Like
be
his brother
honest.
Nah, I'm
Paul
saying why
fought
we
First
not
time
talking
hearing
about
that.
that.
I
Floyd, but at
don't
least he
know.
was at
because he
147.
gonna talk
Cause
about anything different.
I
Like
don't
hearing
see
that.
too many people ducking
It's
him
like, why
though.
does it matter? He's fighting Lamont
so
Roach
he
next.
ducking
You know what I'm
Jake
Yeah,
Paul
saying?
is what
He's
you
doing a
saying,
real nigga
Rich.
move. Why does it
Nah,
matter?
it's not about that. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that all that Keyshawn, Shakur, they ducking him and all this stuff. He already had plans fighting somebody else, and that was Jake Paul.
I
That's
agree.
who he was gonna
Yeah,
call out.
I
what?
don't know
Where
if
That's
did
what
Jake
he
you
was
Okay,
Paul
hear
gonna
if
that
do.
that's
but
from?
true,
Where
nigga,
did you
you
hear
that
see
that?
would
who
be
he's fighting
diabolical.
next. We
Yeah,
see who he's fighting next.
That's
but
not true,
We
bro.
see
He
I
was
don't
fighting
gonna
think he's
next.
call
gonna
out.
fight
He was gonna call
Keyshawn.
out
Where
Keyshawn
did
Davis,
you
bro.
hear this shit, bro? Rich, you
Brody,
lying,
we
my
see
nigga.
who he's fighting
You
next.
hear
You
that?
said he was gonna
I
call
These
out
never
niggas
heard
just
Keyshawn
that.
talk,
Davis.
KO.
He was calling out Keyshawn Davis, bro.
Well,
I
what's
already
his
told
name?
y'all that.
Heard that, bro. I never heard that nowhere. I don't
Yeah, I
know
never
who.
You
heard
ain't
that.
gotta hear it nowhere, nigga.
What's his name said? What's his name? Tim Bradley
People
said
up
it
here
was Jake Paul
capping.
too. So I don't know. That sounds crazy to me.
Nobody.
I mean, it's
You
cool
heard it
for
here. KO.
it's
When KO
cool.
been wrong?
One at a time, bro. One at a time, y'all.
So Tank said the person came in his locker room.
Bro, you believe anything. You just like it. You like it.
I just can't see what
You
weight
believe-
class is gonna fight at. Jake Paul just
Probably a
Jake
flat.
Paul's
Bro,
heavyweight.
I'd rather spend our time. I mean, we got Lamont Roach doing the interview.
Yeah, let's talk
Exactly.
about
That's what I'm
Lamont
trying to
Roach.
Hold on,
say.
wait,
Like we said,
everybody be quiet, bro. Everybody be quiet. We got Lamont Roach doing the interview, talking all things Tank, confirming the rematch. We got Keyshawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos official. Y'all don't bring down the property value on my channel talking about no motherfucking Jake Paul, bro.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
I
do
mean,
think that Lamont
that's
Roach
Hey,
what
now
I
KO.
gives Tank problems though. I don't think it's all just like Tank had a bad night. You know, those guys sparred before. And one thing Lamont Roach did different that most fighters don't do is like
Here we
he
go.
waited. Most people just attack Tank, you know, because they figure like Tank's a smaller guy, maybe they can like pressure him or something like that. Lamont Roach made Tank attack him like throughout the whole fight.
He
And he
cut
was literally just countering off him. So he was sort of countering the person who had
All right,
who does all the countering.
anybody want to offer up a response to that? Y'all
Yeah,
can.
that's
he
that.
I
he
mean,
Boxing
cut the
you think
hacker.
ring
you think
off.
Tank
Boxing
gonna go?
hacker.
You
He cut
think
the
Tank
ring
gonna
off
go
on
and
Let
adjust
me
to
Tank.
let
that to the next fight?
I heard Shushu talking first. Go ahead, Shushu. I'm listening.
Do you really think Tank ain't gonna adjust to that in the next fight?
He may, but so here's the
He may.
difference though, right? So here's the difference though. Like those guys have experience. Remember, like they've worked together. Their coaches have seen each other.
Who's better
So
at
like
adjusting?
they understand what he's been doing, like not just now, but in the past, you know.
True,
So that does make a little bit of a
it
difference.
does. I ain't going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes a
whatever.
difference in the situation, you know.
This is
I
what
think that's
this is what I know from the amateur up until now. Tank Davis was always better than him. He beat
Exactly.
him. Lamont Roach appealed the shit, made it to the Golden Glove National Tournament or whatever. Tank beat his ass again more clearly. Tank Davis was a world champion before him on his first attempt. Lamont Roach lost on his first attempt. They fight in the professional ranks. Lamont Roach gets a decision that he doesn't like. He appeals, and then look at it, they about to fight again. I think history ain't gonna do shit but repeat itself. But
I
so you
like
we,
that
think
one,
we
I
KO.
I
mean,
I
don't
yeah,
like
like
it'll
that. I
I
probably
don't
like
work
like
that
the
out.
pattern.
fact
So
that
Yes, I
I
like
don't
that
like the
he
pattern.
fact
beat him in the amateurs, but it's not like he punished him, you know.
he
They
he
Listen,
did
probably
punish
feel
him,
Tank,
bro.
nobody's
Tank punished that
punishing
nigga.
nobody's
Tank.
punishing with the size gloves they're wearing with headgear on in the amateurs at
oh
the
no,
age
some
they
people
fight.
get punished in the amateurs. Don't get
But
twisted.
one thing I will
Very
agree
rare.
with.
At that weight,
One
Some
it's
people
thing,
get
different,
knocked out
bro.
the damn ring in the amateurs, bro.
Y'all let my dog Rivieres get in on this. Rivieres, go ahead, bro.
one thing I will agree with Boxing Hacker, and I don't ever agree with Boxing Hacker, but what he said about making Tank be first, because I feel like that's the remedy to beat all of these. uh, I feel like that's the remedy to beat Bud. I feel like that's the remedy to beat Boots Ennis, and I feel like that's the remedy to beat Tank Davis. You got to make those guys be first because they natural counter punchers. So if you make them be first,
And
you
and
I
you're
got
going
you.
to have success.
I got
do
you.
you think?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
you be right if that's all they are, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If that's all they got, then you be right. The fact of the matter is, with a very good game plan, being a world champion, making Tank be first, as y'all alluded to, Lamont Roach couldn't do nothing but fight him to a draw. So now you try that same shit again. It's on Tank and his team to be able to make adjustments. If he is the fighter that I think he is, that shit ain't gonna be a problem at all. The
At
question
all.
I have is, I
Who's his
don't think
coach?
Lamont Roach can fight any better than he fought in the first fight. I don't think he
nope.
got another level that he
Who do
goes.
you think his coach is gonna be, Phil?
That's the best I've ever seen him fight, and that's the absolute worst I've ever seen Tank Davis fight. So if you tell me they both gonna be at their absolute best, Tank gonna wash them in my eyes. If you
Hey,
tell me Lamont Roach is gonna get a little complacent, right, and feel himself a little bit with all these interviews, and they feel like I really won the first fight, and Tank is gonna be the one coming in hungry. He's gonna be the one that has the underdog mentality. He's gonna be the one with the chip on his shoulder, nigga. Okay,
I don't know.
hey
Listen,
Okay.
KO,
Look,
Nah,
hey,
he
KO,
does.
KO.
Nah,
Complicated.
KO. He
And
does.
then
Tank,
He
and Tank was
does.
lifted, so
Tank
he
wasn't as
He
Hey,
aggressive
bro,
as
does
can
have
I
the
get
chip
my
on his
shit
shoulder,
off?
bro.
y'all let
It's
my
the
dog.
reason.
Y'all let me hear. Y'all let me hear King. I ain't heard King say shit yet. King, go ahead, bro.
This lefty, bro. But
Oh, lefty. Yeah, there we go. You got King. You got to change your name, bro.
I know,
Your shit
bro.
say
It's
King
just
right
I
there, bro.
know, bro. It's too much going on. But look, I ain't like the fact when he was talking about in the interview how Lamont was talking about this is my first. This is my I'm coming up in weight. You know, this is my first time being at 135. He was lying about that. Then he keeps beating around. It was like Andre Ward they just shit on Tank, bro. With every little thing that they can get out of somebody else. Oh, he got one toe bigger than the other. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like weird shit. It's like like for real, bro.
The
Niggas
bigger
just
toe.
Maybe it
they
is,
weird
bro.
as fuck, bro. They're weird as fuck, bro.
It's that
And then like
whole Lefty. It's that whole Andre Ward don't like Tank Davis, bro.
right,
He's a Bud buddy, bro. He love him some Bud and shit. And Tank and Bud, they got the issue. And he's a Shakur guy, bro. He's used to be Shakur manager and shit, right? He's
right,
the reason Shakur Stevenson signed to fucking Jay Prince and shit. So
getting robbed.
he's a Shakur and Bud guy through and through. Of course, he like, yeah, come on my platform, Lamont Roach. I would just ask Andre Ward, why the fuck you ain't have Lamont Roach on your platform when he be fetal pig, fetal
Man,
McCoy?
that's the
That's my
shit I
thing.
brought
That's
up
my
Hey,
thing
too.
with these niggas,
hey,
bro.
KO.
But it's a different level.
Lamar never
Tank,
even lost to
It's a
Jamel
different level at
Hill.
this point, though.
That's
So
crazy.
And
Tank
then
wasn't aggressive in
let me
that
ask y'all
fight,
a
man.
question. This is rhetorical because I know the answer is no. Did anybody see any videos, any live streams about Elvis Rodriguez getting robbed of a knockdown against Lindolfo Delgado and being
Oh,
No,
robbed?
Yeah,
sir.
I seen that. I saw it. Yeah.
Word.
Did you see any content
Word.
creators making live streams and
Well,
videos about that shit, about cleaning up the sport of boxing and shit?
nah.
I
Nah,
don't
Nah,
think
I
it's
ain't
enough.
see no shit like that.
All right,
it's the
nah.
Only
Mayweather.
all right, y'all go
person,
ahead.
as a matter
Y'all
of
keep
fact,
talking y'all keep talking
It,
y'all
as
shit.
a
Y'all go
matter,
ahead.
it's the
Mhm.
Mayweather effect.
What's
as
the
a
Yeah,
matter
Like
of
I
Mayweather
fact,
said,
effect?
Manager Marty
Mayweather,
always talking
niggas
about
Mayweather
cleaning
don't
up
like.
the
And
sport.
I'll let y'all get back to it. But niggas don't like me because I keep it too real for a lot of people. Like I said, when all this shit
Man.
first went down, niggas is only doing this because it's Tank. Y'all don't care about the sport. You don't care about cleaning shit up. You just want to see that nigga lose because it's gonna be another robbery. It's gonna be some more shit that happened. It's
no,
gonna be
people do
another
talk about
missed call,
robbery,
and you
Kale.
niggas
Don't say
ain't gonna
that.
fuck about. I
I
told
People do
y'all
talk
that.
about
And then
And
he
robbery.
look at you.
also, and
Ain't
then
nobody.
Lamar.
I ain't seen a nigga. I ain't seen a nigga hit my link one time. Be like, "Hey, yo, we gotta talk about Lindolfo Delgado getting
This is a
knocked down
popular
there,
fight.
holding
If
on
it's
to
a
the
popular
rope,
fight,
and the ref
and
That
it's
missing
a,
the
was some
call.
bullshit, though.
no, Kale,
Yeah.
if it's a popular fight and
Ain't a
there's
single nigga came up here and said that shit yet. I don't want to hear you make excuses for a boxing hack. I
if it's
don't want to hear that
popular,
shit. Those are the
if it's
facts.
They
popular,
they definitely
Y'all go
they
ahead.
definitely robbed
everyone's talking about
Elvis
robbery.
Rodriguez.
And nah, but
yeah.
then she
They
tries
definitely
also try
robbed
to
him.
say, like, oh man, I hope he was in shape. I hope he was in shape. I ain't gonna speak on it, but I hope he was in
Oh
shape.
yeah, I meant to say something
Hey,
about
Like,
that.
bro,
listen.
So KO,
Hey,
like,
can I ask you
look.
something?
Are
so if
y'all
he
mad at
wasn't in
Lamont or
shape,
something?
so
Hey,
Bro,
you
KO.
telling me if he wasn't in shape
Let Lefty
and you
finish,
only
then you
fought
got
to
it,
a
nigga.
draw, you only fought
no,
to
he
a
was
draw.
definitely in shape. He was in super shape. I think that's
Tell
also the
Lamont
problem.
Roach. Tell Lamont Roach that, bro.
No, the headbangers had him lifting too. It looked like he was lifting heavy weights in a little
Tell Lamont
training
Roach
camp.
that. Lamont didn't think he was in shape.
I don't
Lifted.
know. I remember Tank say he didn't lift
He
weights.
damn sure said that.
You got an echo, Choo.
But that just let me know, okay, that if you got your shit off and you fought him to a draw, bro, and he wasn't in shape.
He was in
Imagine what
shape.
you
He
gonna
was
do
in
when
hell
you,
of shape.
huh?
Tank was in hell of shape, bro.
Yeah, so tell Lamont Roach
Yeah,
that.
That's
he was.
cool.
You
That's
gotta
cool.
give
And
the
No,
Lamont
headbangers
I'm
still
credit,
said
man.
he
saying
was
about
small.
Them boys
Lamont,
get in
how
shape, man.
Lamont
sarcastic.
Roach don't think so though, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Lamont
that's
That's
He
what
Roach
I
was
fine.
in
Like
shape
you
said.
wasn't
though.
in the ring with the nigga.
you see what I'm
And he
saying
said
about
he
the
don't hit that hard. And Roach
that's what I
said
said.
Tank don't hit that hard.
Yeah,
That's
Tank
why I
said he don't hit the
agree.
hard.
He
Tank
said
does
a
not
whole
hit.
bunch of contradictory shit.
Tank
That's
doesn't
But
hit
exactly
I'll
why
tell
hard.
I
you
agree.
one thing,
That's
though.
because
I'll
he's
tell you
bigger
one
than
thing.
Tank, bro. He's
No,
bigger than
The
Tank.
Tank that fought Lamont Roach, that wasn't the same Tank that fought Pedraza or Barrios or nobody else. Tank
look,
wasn't
brother.
aggressive like he normally would be. He wasn't
Look,
aggressive at all like
Hey,
that.
but y'all
Oh,
acting like
really though?
Lamont
I think
Roach
he
wasn't
was.
talking
I
like
feel
this
like
I'm
it's
gonna
not
before
that
the
say
much
fight.
something
But
different.
real quick.
I think what
In the
y'all don't
beginning, he was
understand, I
aggressive.
Tank
think
only
I
goes
think
after
I
people when
think
they're
what
hurt.
y'all don't understand about boxing is that when dudes hit hard, okay, like a Rolly Romero, he hits hard. Uh Virgil Ortiz,
Mm-hmm.
he hit hard. It's the reason why
Mm-hmm.
Virgil Ortiz ain't, if y'all notice, Virgil Ortiz ain't been knocking shit out since he moved up to 154.
He just gotta stop.
If you throw everything
Yeah, his
hard
weight
with
didn't carry.
He gotta
if you
stop
throw everything
football.
with power hard as shit and you don't change up your timing, you don't have no kind of precision on your punches, it don't matter because everybody hitting hard. But
That's
the
cat,
thing
bro.
about Tank
That's
is
cat. Virgil
Tank
literally just got
Tank's Tank's
Let him finish because he cooking. I know exactly what he about to
the
say. Let him
the
finish.
reason why Tank is such a hellified knockout artist is
All
because he hits you with shit that you don't see. That's the reason why
right
100%.
there,
Bud Crawford is a hellified knockout artist. That's the
right
100%.
reason
there.
why Jerron Ennis knocked motherfuckers out because he hit you with shit that you don't see. Like
100% correct.
People always say like,
100%.
Rolly Romero hit so hard, all of this other bullshit. But bro, if you can see somebody punch coming, you can literally load up. You can bite
Shoo,
down
you
on
gotta
your
go
mouth
out and
guard to
come
be
back
ready
in,
to.
bro. Your shit is echo weed, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Go
don't.
ahead, finish your thought, Rivieres.
Yeah,
Cause you
but you can bite down on your mouth guard and be ready for it. So obviously, like that's the difference. And I hate it when I hear people talk about like Tank don't hit that hard. But yeah, bro, like if you see his punch coming, like yeah, but it's the shit that you don't see, and that's the reason why
Hmm.
Tank hits so hard. They don't always add that in, but I feel like Lamont added that in. Y'all just didn't hear
Yeah,
it. I
I'm
feel
about
like he
to.
Tank,
added it
Tank
in.
Bro,
He
hits
told
hard
y'all
too.
how
because
precise of a puncher Tank
Yeah, I
Davis
heard him
was.
say
It's
that
more
too.
about his
let me
speed and
say something because
position
that
and
shit
He
his
don't
said
make
you
sense.
precision.
understand why.
He's
Right?
very
I don't
precise with his
He
understand.
shot.
got good accuracy.
I
He
don't
has
let
understand.
me
accuracy
hear
with power.
let me hear
That makes
JD
a
and
big
then let me
difference.
hear JD
Yeah,
and
hold
then let
on,
me hear
y'all.
Rich,
Yeah,
bro. Let me hear
JD,
JD, then let me hear Rich. I heard them both trying to talk. Go ahead, JD, then I'm going to Rich.
this shit doesn't make sense to me because, like, in one breath we think I think he hits hard, but then we not consider everything else that he is. Yo, like yo, some shit in the background. Y'all
Yeah,
got
shoot, your stuff messed up, bro. I had to mute you, dog. Your stuff is messed up, bro. Go ahead, JD.
yeah, but you like we gotta consider
I'm
everything
gonna
that
leave for a little bit. Come back. No,
like.
my mic was on mute, fam.
Yo, hold on,
Nah,
bro.
I muted you, but every
Oh,
time you come off, we
okay.
get an echo, bro.
Okay, it's probably because I'm gonna let my phone charge up a little bit and come back.
I bet. Go ahead,
Yeah,
JD.
so we dimension everything else that Tank has. He's a complete fighter. He has high IQ. He's a counter, fast hands, right? A decent chin, and then on top of that, too, footwork. So we can't say one thing and then not account for all of the other things. It literally was an off night. Lamont Roach is not the type of fighter that can make Tank look uh incomplete unless Tank had an off night, bro. It's not really that hard to understand, bro. It's really clockwork. It's literally clockwork work. Like I don't understand. Tank can one punch a nigga like Rolly that actually hits hard. He takes his best punch and then puts him to sleep. He knocks out a high volume puncher like Leo Santa Cruz. He knocks out a puncher at 140 like Barrios. And he had to box for real in order to set that up. And he dropped 3 times before he got to stop it. So he had an off night, bro. That's it. It's that simple. It's really
Go
that
ahead,
simple.
Rich.
No, I was just gonna agree with the man up there, man. But Lamont Roach said that, man. He said that. Long story short, that he understand why Tank knocked people out. He hit hard with good accuracy. He didn't say all that other stuff that guy's saying right there. The J guy, he didn't say all that stuff. Basically, like he can't hit and all that shit. He just said that he got good accuracy. That's all.
And
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
really not
mark of a
accurate.
knockout artist. Period. Like it
Yeah,
is.
that's why I'm saying. But the guy up there, the JD, he up there keeps saying like Lamont Roach was like down for him
JD
and
ain't
all
never
that
been.
stuff.
He ain't no athlete. JD. I seen JD.
So I was never high on Lamont Roach to start off with, right? But yeah, you have to
It-
give
what?
credence.
What y'all
Yeah, you
wait,
have to
hold
give
on.
credence that they
Nigga,
know each other.
been
Like
what
that
time,
makes
nigga?
a
Hold up. Be
significant
quiet, boxer
difference, you
hacker.
know?
Go ahead and say what you was gonna say, cuz JD ain't been what?
Huh?
JD,
No,
you
I'm
ain't no
saying,
athlete, my boy. Like it's fine. Like it's
Nigga,
okay.
probably, bro. You probably like 300 pounds. You a couch monkey, bro.
What are
I
you
actually
talking about? Like really? You want me?
I
Do you
played
really want me
football.
to take my
that's not
shirt off?
serious,
Yeah,
bro.
Bro,
bro, we
Y'all
ain't trying to
wild,
see
I
bro.
you
don't
do
care
the
about
Mr.
them
Yeah,
Universe
muscles.
Like
thing.
stop,
y'all
Bro.
sound
Nah, chill
ridiculous,
out,
talking,
bro.
man.
Don't
stop.
think I don't know you, bro. Chill
Hey,
out,
It's not
cuz.
that serious,
Because
fellas.
hey,
I'm known on this
But like,
platform. Chill out, cuz. For
JD,
real.
you can Google me.
I don't give a fuck about your
I'm,
Google.
I'm just telling you.
but no, but you guys have to give credence
Personally,
there. Like, I
JD,
get people
I
don't
care
think
about
that
boxing.
Lamont Roach is on his level, but
Y'all got some
they're competitive to each
y'all
other.
can handle that. Y'all can handle that somewhere else, bro. Not on the panel.
Yeah,
It's tripping.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
bro. Y'all gotta chill,
you
bro.
know, I'm
Box-
cool, KO. But like honestly, like if we really want to go there,
But we'll see
Stop.
what happens in
Nah,
the second fight. I think it's still gonna be
ain't
close.
nobody going nowhere over the internet, bro.
It's like
Double double,
I'm
what's up,
just
bro?
saying. I'm just talking about
What's up,
you
man? What's up?
googling me. Like you can Google me.
I
Like it's
don't,
fine.
my nigga. I don't. I really don't. I care about boxing, not you.
I'm
Anyway,
just saying.
Let me
Hey,
get my dog double double because he don't hardly ever hit the panel. Let me hear what he got to say. Double double, welcome to the panel, bro. What you got on the topics, man? What's up with it?
salute everybody. Appreciate it.
Salute.
Um, I was thinking, I was up here one time and I was saying like, what if Tank lost that O and how much would it help him? Because when Loman lost his, everybody wanted to fight him. And now we seeing a draw is the same thing as losing. He didn't lose the O technically,
Mm-hmm.
but when you look at it, now Shakur want to fight. Now everybody want to fight. So whether he lost the fight or not, at the end of the day, if you're a fan of boxing, you're not going to care if your favorite fighter really loses. You just want to see the fight, the best fighting the best. Now Lamont can say what he wants to, but he's fought more at 135 than Tank. Uh, to contradict some of the stuff he's saying, I ain't going to use the word weight bullying, but I would say that maybe he might be a little bit too big for 130. Maybe he needs to move up, not just the
Good point.
135, but maybe 140. Because if, and here's a good thing about that fight,
Mm-hmm.
he outboxed himself. That's the best we've seen from Lamont. So maybe if Lamont was fighting at his actual weight, he might actually be a little bit better. And that's not a knock on Tank because we all know ain't nobody ever seen Tank fight like that. If you watched all of Tank's fight, I think this is a build up upon build up. Just like there was a couple of fights where Mayweather wasn't that great in the first fight, but when that second fight came, hands
Yeah.
down Mayweather won those fights. And we
Ain't
know
Tank is
nobody
not
where
ever
Tank
made
Tank is
in
not
Tank
his
fit
Mayweather
first
great.
pedigree.
like that.
Hold on,
Tank is not
let
Mayweather
him
respect.
finish, bro. Yeah, let him finish.
All I'm saying is history repeats itself, and we know even though it's boxes, it's still entertainment. So at the end of the day, you got to look at all areas. At the end of the day, it was a great fight. You could go either way, whoever you want to side against. I think it was a great fight. But what I do expect is for all this talking sometimes, I'm hoping he can cash some checks in on the next fight.
not
So
really.
it's great. For me, it's a great build up for the fight.
Why do you think he's
And
too
that's
big?
all I
101.
really
He
got.
makes
Shout
130
shout out to my
simple,
dog
doesn't
double double. I hope you'll visit the panel more, man. That was some good insight, bro. Shout out to Jump
But
with the 5 piece in the super chat says, can it be acknowledged Lamont's side was not already signed after Lamont admitted they just had to negotiate the rematch since that was a thing. Yeah, I would like for the chat, everybody that was saying that Tank is running away from the rematch, Lamont Roach part is already signed. I would like for people to make a correction on that, bro. Because a lot of y'all were pushing that narrative who have channels, who don't have channels, who hit the panel accordingly and all the time. That was something that was out there, bro. And then he contradicted himself when he said they had to negotiate it. Well, if your part was already done, there's nothing to negotiate. So that was a bald faced lie told to make himself look good. And then I want to open up the panel back, but I do want to say this, man. For people to think that Lamont was giving Tank credit and he was being respectful, there was a lot of underhanded compliments. There was a lot of underhanded shit. And anytime he did try to lift Tank up to make it seem like that, it was always followed by, but he just looked like that because it was me. It was always only to lift himself up, which is no problem. Nigga, you about to fight him
Right.
again. Like, so
he? You mean
ain't no
backhanded?
issue there. But let's just call it what it is and be 100 and say, man, he wasn't trying to compliment that man. He was up there popping his ish.
Hmm.
He was up there talking his stuff. And it wasn't to be respectful towards Tank. Anything he tried to compliment Tank with was meant to uplift himself, bro. Not to give Tank Davis
facts,
respect. And
Right.
we
Yeah,
got to be real
backhanded.
about
facts,
that. But Pam,
Yeah.
when y'all go ahead, bro.
facts, all facts, man.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, I guess
Go
when
ahead.
they
I'm listening.
rematch, we'll
Rich
know what's
got
up.
something about the hacker. I know you always got something.
Yeah, like I said,
Tank gonna sweep
we'll
that
definitely
man.
see what happens.
So
As
what do
far as
y'all
Lamont
think? So
Roach,
let's move. 'Cause we only got 15 minutes. We only got like 15 minutes left in the show. Let's talk about this Edwin De Los Santos Keyshawn Davis fight. For Keyshawn Davis' second fight in Norfolk, Virginia. Last time he did $1 million live gate, sold out the arena. Had a really good performance last time he was there. What do y'all think of this fight with Keyshawn and Edwin De Los Santos? Good fight, bad fight,
yeah, that's a
cherry
good
pick.
fight.
What's
Lose.
y'all thoughts on the fight,
Cherry
man?
pick.
It's a good
Cherry
fight for
pick.
Keyshawn. Yeah,
Lose.
and
Fucking
Santos.
cherry pick.
I don't think I
Definitely
don't
lose,
think I
lose
don't think Keyshawn
because
scared of no
if
one in that
if if
division.
At a time.
Yeah,
Edwin
I don't think Keyshawn's
One at a
scared of
time.
anybody.
Go ahead.
He
Let Boxing Hacker get it off. He was talking
Yeah,
first. Then
so
Rich, you go
I
ahead.
think it's a
Go
good
ahead,
fight.
Boxing Hacker.
So like I think it's a good fight. I think they're as far as stylistic, you get a more action packed fight because even though Keyshawn trains with Shakur, Keyshawn's there to fight. You know, like not there to fight, but he's always in your face. I think that's what De Los Santos likes, somebody that doesn't move as much. I mean, I do favor, of course, Keyshawn because Keyshawn is coming off a win, though Santos coming off a loss and a layoff, and sort of like a little bit of a layoff, you know, and an injury, you know. But yeah, I think it's still a good fight for Keyshawn. As far as it's the best fight for him to make, I mean, I would rather hope to get him to see him fight like Lomachenko or somebody, but Del Santos is good enough, though, in my
man
opinion.
lose
All
lose
right, I
or
think
know
I
that.
think
Let me go to Rich. Before I do, I don't think it's about how many times he got to thank Tank Davis, Bella Faith. I don't even think it's about that. But if you say thank you, then you try to stab me in my back, then I don't give a damn about the thank you. That's the thing to me. Like y'all keep acting like that's not an act of fucking like betrayal and like
as
you can always
treason.
But see
listen.
that so
Now
we
listen.
get the pressure,
I'm going
bro.
to a comment, bro. Then I'm going to
Let
Rich.
him
Just stop,
finish,
bro.
man. Let him finish.
Go
So
ahead, brother.
what I'm saying is, bro, when you can say so if you say thank you, KO, for letting me up here on the panel, but then you go make a video and shit on me, I don't care about you saying thank you. Like I don't care that you said thank you for letting me up on your panel. Then you go on your own channel and start talking shit about me, right? It's the same thing. Like, oh, thank you for the opportunity, Tank. But instead of petitioning for the rematch, I'm finna petition to fuck up your value even more by trying to get this W. Like, nah, bro, it don't work that way, dog. Like, no, nigga, like you don't get that. When you say thank you, mean the shit, nigga. Like Riviera has come up here like, oh, I want to debate you, KO. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's have this Jerron Boots in this conversation. We get off, we get done, we dab it up, like, hey, bro, great debate. Appreciate you pulling up. You know you're always welcome. All right, cool, KO. I appreciate you. All right, bet. Then I catch a short. This nigga Riviera is like, man, this nigga KO a bitch. He a hoe. He ain't know what the fuck he was talking. Like, nigga, what? What are you talking about, bro? You just said thank you for the opportunity. Like, that's where we at with
Wow.
it, bro. So I hear what y'all saying about that shit, but nah, when you saying thank you, but then you go petition me and shit, and you did me like that in the amateurs too. This nigga been trying to get Tank Davis shit overturned for damn near 30 years, nigga.
That's a
Hey,
fact.
he's seen a
That's a
lot of
fact.
fights,
That's
bro.
a
Damn near
fact.
30
Come on.
years he been trying to get this nigga overturned, bro. Going back
That's
to
a
the
fact.
amateurs.
KO,
And
he ain't even 30,
What
bro.
other
Stop
fight?
it.
go ahead, Rich. It's on you though. I had to respond to that comment.
all
Go
right,
ahead,
all
Rich.
right. But the thing I think about that Keyshawn thing, I think he probably called Shakur up and told Shakur, man, I'm gonna beat him worse than you did. And that's it. I think he ain't cherry picking nothing in 135 division. I
All
think
right, can I respond to
Keyshawn
that?
won. I think Keyshawn won every good fight
Yeah,
that
let
he
him finish.
made, and
Then you
he.
got it. Then I'm gonna go to Bella because she just hopped up here.
I think he
I want to
just.
hop in too.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Go
want
ahead.
something after, and
All right, I'm
then
gonna
yeah.
go, let me let Enigma go. Then let me let Bella come up here because she was the comment I was reading, so I know she want to respond. So let me hear what she got to say too. But go ahead, Enigma. I'm listening, bro.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna say salute, Victor. You right about that. Tank is gonna do some damage to that boy Roach. But Keyshawn Davis, oh yeah, cherry pick. That's exactly what that is. A cherry pick, man. That boy coming off a layoff, an
Mm-hmm.
injury, damn near a
Mm-hmm.
life-threatening injury at that. Damn near.
Blood
Mm-hmm.
clot. Blood clot.
And he's
Blood clot.
and listen, a blood clot that could have killed him. But
Bro.
nah, we gonna leave that be. We gonna leave that be. But now he's been out of the ring, so he got ring rust. Ring rust,
It's
and
true.
and motherfucking Keyshawn Davis knows this. He
It's
know this. Let that man. He's not fighting 100% Evan Del Santos. He's not fighting the same Edwin De Los Santos that Shakur Stevenson fought.
Amen.
Not at all. Not at all. Let him get reacclimated to the ring, get that rust off, get a tune up, and then fight him. Fight him when he at
This is a
100%.
legacy fight, man. You acting like this
Hey,
fight.
It
shout
ain't
out
gotta be.
to
It don't gotta be a
Belts
legacy
on the
hold
fight.
on,
line,
y'all.
He's
bro.
fighting somebody like
Hold on.
Tank or
Let me
somebody.
get Bella. Let me get Bella real quick. Shout out to Victor with the 5 piece in the super. Just says, make no mistake, Tank gonna secure the rematch with severe pain. Then KO. Shout out to my dog Victor. What's up, Bella? Welcome to the panel. What you got?
Salute to the panel. Hey, KO.
Salute.
Looks like you're having a
Salute.
good show.
Salute, baby.
Just really quick. Yeah, salute to everybody. Just really quick. Very excited for this fight week. Ennis versus Stan Jonas. It's gonna be, I think it is gonna be a good fight. While I have Ennis winning, I'll be talking a little bit more about that on the right side show. Hopefully he goes, when he goes live. But
Right
to this
side, you
fight,
in the chat. Right side, you going live? If you going live, drop your link, man. If you going live later, go ahead, Bella. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
yeah, but real quick, just and so maybe I'll come up here earlier, just to kind of break up like the Tank McLovin monotony. But when I hear you all talking about Lamont Roach is stabbing Tank in the back, and Lamont Roach is doing like media circuit when he is a fighter promoting his own brand. He just had, a performance that everyone is saying, it's a great performance. We all saw the performance. Most fight fans were impressed by it. A lot of fight fans didn't know who the hell Lamont Roach even was. They had been following his fights with, Furo McCrory, the Cruz fight, which was his other draw. They don't know about these other fights, right?
Nigga,
It's his
what?
performance, and he did a great job. So of course he's going to do the media circuit, right? How is Lamont Roach a grimy individual? I'm trying to figure out, how do we get to Tank fans saying that Lamont Roach is being grimy for doing this interview or the interviews that he's been doing, discussing the fight, when people are asking him about it, and they want to know what happened during this fight. It was a big fight. What happened during the knee? What happened? Everybody wants to know, how did we get to Lamont Roach being the grimy person? This man that said he ain't even gotten paid his $250 yet. He was being told he was gonna get knocked the hell out. He
Bella
ain't get his
cooking, y'all.
$250 yet, but somehow we
Cook,
now
Bella.
landed on Lamont Roach is the grimy person in this scenario, and he backstabbed his friend who gave him an opportunity. I mean, maybe
She
y'all can
cooking.
explain.
She
And he was
cooking.
talking
Bella's
about this.
cooking.
She
And he was
cooking.
talking
All
about
the other
this
guys
before
are
the fight.
frying water.
He
That was
was talking about this before the fight.
Hold on, y'all. Let me talk. Cause she literally came up here talking to me, and salute to you for coming up here, Bella.
It was
So
him.
no, so let me respond to you. So this is what I say to that. You moved it to something else about him doing interviews being grimy. That's not what's grimy. The grimy shit comes in when you tell everyone that nigga ain't have no hair grease in his eyes, that nigga ain't have nothing in his eyes, he fucking lying, he trash, but then the petition that your team writes tries to get the fight overturned because of the shit you claim you don't believe in. That's the grimy shit. When you say
Okay.
he didn't have nothing in, hold on. When you say he didn't have nothing in his eyes, and then was punches that made his eyes start blink and all that shit, when you say that, but then you go try to petition to get the nigga a loss based on the shit that you claim you don't believe, that's grimy shit. When you moving like that, that's grimy. That's the main thing for me. I can't speak for no other Tank fan. Do your interviews, talk your shit, right? I love this shit talking. Y'all know that about me. The grimy shit comes in when you are trying to literally get an email W because of some shit that referees miss calls all the fucking time in boxing. And you tried to do this shit when y'all were younger, and you're doing the shit again. Why didn't you take that lawyer that you hired, that you had to pay money to, bro? I got a huge echo, shoo.
That's an
You
echo.
got the money, and you got the money from the lawyer that you paying to go petition that shit. Why didn't you petition the nigga to just get the rematch? Why didn't you just use the lawyer to petition the WBA for an immediate rematch? Why
Can't
did you
argue with
want?
That
that.
doesn't seem
So
grimy to me.
I'm confused at how you landed
That's
at
the
that
point.
being. Well, I'm not sure how you landed at that being grimy. That's not really. That doesn't read as grimy to me.
Bella,
If
if
Lamont
you and
Roach
I,
is going
if
to
me and you
wait, hold
today,
on, really quick, because you said
go
the
ahead.
attorney in the letter stated that they're trying to get maybe the DQ for the grease. I think that's what you're referring to, right? In the
100%.
the letter that was written, right? It's written by an attorney. So yeah, if Lamont Roach gives his team, I believe it's Pro Box, right? Gary Jonas on behalf of Lamont
Gary
Roach.
Jonas is his promoter, yes.
Right. So they got that sent to to be petitioned or whatever. I believe in that case, an attorney wrote it. So when an attorney is involved, they are going to try their best to get the outcome done by any means necessary, right? So any form of which he could have
No, they're
won,
not if their
that would be
client, not if their client won't allow it, Bella.
but that's an
But Bella,
attorney
that's
that's writing.
I'm not trying to be rude, but that's not true because the client is
It is
paying the
true.
attorney. So you don't go, no, because you don't go by any means necessary unless your client approves it. They got to approve that paperwork. If your client say, no, I want to do this above board, you will not use these shenanigans, you will not use these tactics. I want to win this case, but not at the cost of my integrity, then you don't do that. The nigga not only tried to get the email W off of the hair grease that he claims he don't believe in.
That was
He
one
literally
part of
said
it.
he
I read
literally
the
wanted
letter.
to get the shit because something was in Tank Davis' eye. He like, yo, if something was in his eye, he still brought something illegal into the ring.
Yeah.
Give me the
Yeah,
fucking W. That's
Yeah.
grimy, bro.
No,
that's kind of a
that's being
narrative.
smart. How's that
should
being
know, but
grimy?
That's not
That's
what
not
it
grimy
is.
at all.
He's trying to get a W.
Yeah.
If he was actually wronged in the fight, and it's not just the referee, it's also the New York State Athletic Commission who was ringside during the fight. So he is petitioning for the W because they did miss the knockdown. But yes, an attorney wrote it, so all of those things do come into play when you're writing a letter. It is what it is. It's not Lamont Roach being
And
a grimy person.
It's on his behalf.
Lamont Roach still has the final say to say yes, file that shit, or no,
that's
put
not
this
grimy,
in,
though.
take this shit out. That is very grimy
No, why would you not file it?
you want a W taken, you want a W put on your record, not because of Tank, but because somebody else made a fucking mistake.
Well, check this out.
Why they do that? Do y'all not understand? And this is how crazy. I hate that it's 10:29. I wish you would have came up here with more time, Bella. But no, it's all good. But let me just land this, and then you're welcome tomorrow if you want to come up here and finish the conversation. I'll be live at 7:30. But let me just say this. At the end of the day, when you put yourself in a situation where you're trying to take and get a W when it was somebody else's mistake, the New York State Athletic Commission made the right decision. And yes, that was grimy because look at the shit that opens up. If this nigga would have got that shit, now every nigga that gets a missed knockdown call or has a referee miss a low blow or miss a behind the head motherfucking shot, they can go back and say, y'all need to overturn this because you missed this point deduction, you missed that point deduction, you should have called a knockdown right here, you should have called a knockdown over there. That shit is crazy to even do.
KO, you are great, but you are so wrong. You are great, but you are so wrong on this.
The only way I'll be with y'all.
You're wrong on this, but you're
I
great.
got you.
You are
The only way
wrong.
I hear you. The only way I'll be with you if that shit happened with 5 seconds left in the fight. If that shit happened with 5 seconds left in the fight, you be 100% right because there's no more time. That shit happened in the middle of the 9th round. It's still 3.5 rounds left. You can't overturn that shit because you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Lamont Roach knows this.
Per their rules, they could have overturned it. But you know what, KO? We can talk about this later. I know it's time is going off. The New York State Athletic
100. Salute to you.
I've read the rules. They could have, but they didn't want to. But it's fine. We can talk about this later.
It would have been done. Yeah, we will. Shout out to you. Shout out to the right side. Neek, I'm right. I'm always right 100% of the time. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Don't tell Miss KO I said that. Look, salute to y'all, man. I got to run. Rick, I just wanted to have you up here, OG, just real quick to say, my bad, man. I had you backstage, but I got to run, OG. But you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow, man. But I gotta get off. Y'all take it easy. Salute to everybody that came up. Salute to Miss KO, everybody in the super chat. Everybody that pulled up on the panel, I appreciate y'all. Y'all go over to the right side. He cooking. Y'all go check out that interview over there. Y'all go check out that interview over there on Queens of Boxing Talk with Brian Norman Jr. That shit was fire. Y'all take it easy. Have a great night. I'll see y'all soon. We gone. Peace, y'all.